Welcome to the 2026 Helping Hand Radio Auction on 104.7 FM, AM 1000 WHNY, streaming on henrycountynow.com and on hchelpinghand.org. The Helping Hand Radio Auction is brought to you by Honest Abe Roofing, Rough Life, Florida Public Utilities, Cannon Realty Group, Carroll Bank and Trust, Paint Plus Flooring, Hat Law, Dinkins Home Center, Dr. Jeffrey Morris, 54 Lawn and Garden, Middleton Lumber, Tennessee Real Estate, Edward Jones, Graves Plumbing, Commercial Bank and Trust, WKNT, Lifeline Blood Services, Home Sporting Goods, JC Supplies, Lake City Motors, Landmark Realty, Kinsey Tree Service, Eagle Buildings, First Bank, Mineral Wells Animal Clinic, ServPro, CarMax Fish Barn, Or Investments, The Inspector, Marison's, Dyersburg State Community College, Affordable Comfort, Cornerstone Real Estate, Joe Mahan Ford, Foundation Bank, Southside Cafe, Arrowhead Home Sales, Future Visions Farms, Tomorrow's Hope, Calvert Reese and Sargent CPAs, Eli Smith and Associates, Tennessee Valley Community Church, Tom's Pizza and Steakhouse, Tosh Farms, Dirksen Buildings, Ellis Heating Company, Royal Cleaners, Peppers Automotive Group, Coleman Tractor, Napa, Security Bank and Trust, E&W Electric, Moody Realty Company, BR Supply, Shamrock Trucking, Wells Tractor, J&S Professional Services, Bass Realty, Campbell Insurance, Serval Restoration, White Excavating, KL Auctions, Holly Credit Union, Prosper Realty, Real Hope Youth Center, and by Polar Bear Heating and Cooling. And now let's go out to the Quality Inn in Paris, and here's today's auctioneer.
Good afternoon, and welcome to today's Helping Hand Auction. I am your auctioneer today. I'm Amy Veazey. We're going to have a lot of fun today because it's a bit of a shorter day. It's going to be. The weather is still yucky out, and I'm sure that is made a little difference in not only our crowd but our donations as well. Just want to let you know that speaking of that all of the organizations that were canceled during the storm have been rescheduled, and you can see that schedule on the website. And as a reminder, the website is hchelpinghand.org. All right, and you can see today's slates as well as get the link to our live stream. All of our holdover items are posted on the website and are easily searchable. And we have a downloadable calendar as well as the ability to search for your organization's donation day. But I do know that the chair people for each one of those organizations that were canceled have been notified and been given a date for the rescheduled time. It also says we have been able to reschedule all of our organizations. To see updated information, there are links on the homepage. Speaking of that, today we have items that are donated from the following organizations. We have First Presbyterian Church, Joe Mahan Ford, the Jolly Women's Club, the New Boston Community, and Trinity United Methodist Church. And our phones are being answered by Lakeway Kiwanis today. We have Rick Watson, Craig Kyle, Ian Reed, Carly Wheat, and Dawn Lime with us today, and we appreciate them. We've got a nice crowd out in the audience today, and we have today 8 slates. And on each slate, there are only 8 items, so don't think that we have made a mistake. Not that we're probably going to make one, because we probably are today, because I'm the auctioneer. And lots of times I can cause that to happen for whatever reason. You just fill in the blanks. Let's see. Also, today, our year-to-date total is $115,026. We have a total of donations for today of $1,100, and those donations were given for the Joe Mahan Ford company, we have Joe and Diane Mahan. We have the Ford Drive for Your Community and Terrence Thomas, all giving donations. For Trinity United Methodist Church, we have Tom and Peggy Beasley. And for the Arts Council, we have Mary Ann Clayton. So we appreciate those people with those donations. Let's talk a minute about our holdover items that we have. We have some, most of them are going to be, looks like all of them but one maybe. Yeah. All of them but one are going to be held on to and auctioned off, of course, with the highest bidder on the last day of the auction, which is March the 4th. But there's one item that's going to be auctioned off tomorrow, February the 4th, at the end of the auction, and that is because it's donated by Paris Seventh-day Adventist, and tomorrow is their rescheduled day, so they're going to do that tomorrow. All right, so, and that item is that beautiful swinging bench that if you're here, you can see in person. If not, you can see it on the website. It's a wooden swinging bench, 49 by 49 length, 39 width. The seat is 19 from the front to back. This is all inches. And the frame is 67 inches long and 39 inches wide. Beautifully handcrafted. The individual that donated it was Scott T. Smith for the Paris Seventh-day Adventist Church. And right now, the bid right now is $150. Future Visions Farm is high. So Jackie Jackson, you were high at $100, but now Future Visions Farms is high. Another item, and now the rest of these holdover items will not be auctioned off until the last day, the 4th of March. We have a Bad Boy lawnmower. It's a zero-turn mower, 60-inch by Paris Outdoor Power, and the high bid now is at $2,700 by Matthew Park. We have a chest freezer, a 7 cubic foot garage-ready chest freezer. It's white. It has a $250 value. The individuals that donated that, Bear Creek Ranch and Volunteer Pressure Washing for the Mansfield community, and Bruce Rixley is high at $80. Next, we have a certificate for an event rental. I thought this was a really cool donation that the Fair Board, Henry County Fair Board, made. It is a certificate. It's a $700 value for the commercial building space. That's the big one. For events up to 500 people. So that is a rental for that. And the high bid right now, Kale Auction has that at $250. Next, we have a Toro lawnmower. This is a zero-turn mower, a 24.5 horsepower, 60-inch turbo force, donated by 54 Lawn and Garden. And let's see, for the Central Point community, and the high bid right now is by Matthew Park at $6,000. Next, we have a Whirlpool refrigerator, a 19.3 cubic foot top freezer refrigerator. This was donated by Dinkins Home Center. It has a fingerprint resistant stainless finish. This is for the Lakeway community. It was, the high bid was at $200 by James Clark, and today we just received another bid for $300 by Beverly Holloway. So Beverly is high now on that. Another upright freezer, a Frigidaire Platinum Silver 6.5 cubic foot upright freezer, donated by Walmart and Volunteer Pressure Washing for the Walmart community. A $200 high bid now by James Clark. And the last we have that's going to be sold today. No, going to be sold at the end of the auction. All right. Two-piece set of wingback side chairs. These two wingback side chairs are in a floral pattern on a cream background. The colors in the pattern are blue, green, and tan. Each chair is approximately 37 inches high, 29 inches wide, and 28 inches deep, and have black colored wooden legs. They were donated by Dave and Candy Love for Bridge of Hope Church, and the high bid now is by Robin Brown at $100. Those are all of our holdover items. Remember, all will be sold the last day, March the 4th, except the one that's going to be sold tomorrow, which is the swinging bench. Okay? Any questions about those, you can call in and make a bid to one of our phone people. Let's see. I think I've done about everything I said I was going to do before we get started. And again, thank you for tuning in today. Thank the Lakeway Kiwanis for answering our phones. I'll have other people to thank as we go along the way. So let's get started with slate number 1. Are you ready, Miss Joyce? All right, here we go. We have an applesauce cake. This is an applesauce cake with cream cheese frosting. It's in a 9x13 pan, donated by Vivian Kaiser from First Presbyterian Church. Item number 2 on slate number 1 is a caramel pie. A caramel pie with graham cracker crust and Cool Whip topping. It's a 9-inch pie crust, donated by Carrie Baldwin for First Presbyterian Church. Next, we have a half dozen cinnamon rolls. There's 6 of these, of course, with cream cheese frosting. Leslie Brewer donated these for First Presbyterian Church. Cinnamon rolls. Item number 4, loaded baked potato soup. 1 quart of loaded potato soup in reusable plastic container with a tube of crescent rolls. This is anonymously donated for the Joe Mahan community. Item number 5 is a chili basket. A half a gallon of homemade chili, 9 1/4 ounce Fritos, 8 ounces mild cheddar cheese, 14 ounces of sour cream, and an 8x11 woven basket, donated by Jana Wilson for the Joe Mahan community. Next, minestrone soup with croutons. 10 cups of soup in a 9x9 plastic container with 2 cups of homemade croutons by Leslie Brewer, First Presbyterian. Item number 7, donated by Vicki Rushing for the First Presbyterian Church, is chicken salad and croissants. 4 cups of homemade chicken salad with 10 butter croissants on a 9.5x14 plastic tray with hearts on it. Chicken salad and croissants. And our last item on slate number 1, donated by Carrie Baldwin for the First Presbyterian Church, 1.5 dozen farm fresh eggs. Those are our items on slate number 1. Let's start out bidding. On that applesauce cake, I will let Kyle's Landscaping will open that for $5. On the next item, we have Rick Watson has opened the bidding on the caramel pie at $5. The cinnamon rolls, we need an opening bid. We'll let Volunteer Pressure Washing open that at $5. Volunteer Pressure Washing. Loaded baked potato soup, Paris Masonic Lodge will open that at $5. 731-644-1695 is your helping hand number. On the chili basket, Don Lime opened that at $10. Joe Mahan opened the soup and croutons at $15. The chicken salad and croissants, $10 by Don Lime. And the dozen eggs, Amy Vesey will open those at $5. 731-644 1695 is your helping hand number. The phones are ringing, so bids must be coming in. On the applesauce cake, June Cinema called in and donated bid $7. So Kyle Landscaping, you are out. On the caramel pie, Rick Watson is still high at $5. No. Okay. Okay. All right, so we have a little correction here. The $7 bid by June Cinema was on the caramel pie. So the applesauce cake is still at $5 by Rick Watson. On the half dozen cinnamon rolls by Leslie Brewer, volunteer pressure washing is still high at $5. 731-644-1695 is your helping hand number. And then Tom K is high now on the potato soup at $10. 731-644-1695 is your helping hand number. On my left side, Don Lime is still high on that chili basket at $10. On the soup, Joe Mahan is high at $15. Don Lime is still high at $10 on the chicken salad, and I'm high, Amy Veazey, at $5 on that dozen Farm Fresh. What's dozen and a half? Dozen and a half of Farm Fresh eggs. So let's see. Okay, on the applesauce cake, Joe Mahan now is high at $10. Kyle's Landscaping, you are out. So $10 on that applesauce cake. On the caramel pie, June Cinema was at $7. Now Jonathan Miller is back at $10. Joe Mahan is now high at $12. On the cinnamon rolls, volunteer pressure washing opened those at $5. Vicky Rushing came back at $10, and now Joe Mahan is high at $12. On the loaded potato soup, Tom K is still high at $10. 731-644-1695 is your helping hand number. Let's see. Dawn is still high on the chili basket at $10. Joe Mahan is still high on the minestrone soup with croutons at $15. Chicken salad and croissants. David Flowers now, I believe, is high at $15. So, Dawn, you are out. On the dozen and a half Farm Fresh eggs, I started it at $5. Joyce Bass now has come back at $7. I'll go $10 on the eggs. 731-644-1695. Your helping hand number. Joe Mahan is still high at $10 on the applesauce cake. Jonathan Miller still high at $10 on the caramel pie. Vicky Rushing now comes back with on the half dozen cinnamon rolls at $15. So, Joe Mahan, you are out. On the loaded potato soup, Tom K is still high at $10. 731-644-1695 is your helping hand number today and every day. On the chili basket, Dawn is now out as Bree Lindsay came in at $20 on the chili basket. The soup with croutons, Joe Mahan is still high at $15. The chicken salad, David Flowers is now high at $15 on the chicken salad with the croissants. On the dozen and a half Farm Fresh eggs, I opened it at $5. Joyce came back at $7. I came back at $10. John Henry is at $12. That's all right. So the eggs are now at $12. 731-644-1695 is your helping hand number. Joe Mahan's still high on that applesauce cake at $10. Jonathan Miller is high on the caramel pie at $10. Vicky Rushing is at $15 and the high bid on the cinnamon rolls. On the loaded potato soup, Tom K is high at $10. On my other side, let's see, Bree Lindsay is high at $20 on that chili basket. Joe Mahan is high on the soup with croutons. The chicken salad, David Flowers is high at $15, and John Henry is high at $12 on the dozen and a half eggs. We've got a bid coming in right now on the applesauce cake. It's going to $15 by Vicky Rushing on that applesauce cake. 731-644-1695, your helping hand number. The caramel pie is still at $10 on the caramel pie. and high bid. The cinnamon rolls is at 15 by Vicky Rushing. Tom K is still high at 10 on the potato soup. We have Joe Mahan has come back, Miss Vicky Rushing, at 20 on the applesauce cake. So you are out, Miss Vicky. If you want more than 20, give us a call. And if she does, will you keep her on the line for me? 731-644-1695, your helping hand number. The crowd's picking up. The bids are beginning to die down. Let's see. Bree Lindsay is still high on the chili basket. Joe Mahan's still high on the soup with croutons at 15. David Flowers is high at 15 on the chicken salad. John Henry is high at 12 on that dozen eggs. Okay, we've got a bid coming in on the cinnamon rolls. Joe Mahan is high at 20 on the applesauce cake. Jonathan Miller's high at 10. At $10 on the caramel pie. And now we have a new bid on the half dozen cinnamon rolls. It is Reverend Melissa Worthy's at $25. So Vicky Rushing, you are out on that as well. Vicky, you need to just give us a call back. I don't think your bids are have been raised. So if you want any of this, make sure you call us back pretty quickly. The loaded potato soup, Tom K is still high at 10. 731-644-1695 is your helping hand number. Bree Lindsay is still high at 20 on the chili basket. Joe Mahan still high at 15 on the soup. David Flowers is still high at 15 on the chicken salad. John Henry is high at 12 on the farm fresh eggs. Is that Vicky? Keep her on the line, please.
All right, I'm going to keep you on the line, too, okay?
Right. We've got Vicky Rushing on the phone on what? The applesauce cake, okay? Miss Vicky went 25 on the applesauce cake, and I'm keeping her on the phone. Okay, Joe Mahan is going to 30 on that, Miss Vicky. Do you want more? 35 from Vicky. 40 from Joe Mahan. 40 from Joe. 45 from Vicky. 50 Joe Mahan. So we're at, this is on the applesauce cake.
How about you pay 50 and I'll put 20?
Right, here we go. Look at there. We've got a deal going on here. Okay, here we go. Can I announce that?
Yes.
Okay. The way it came out? All right. We've got a combined bid here on that applesauce cake, all right? So Miss Vicky says she understands that 50. And then Mr. Craig Kyle with Kyle's Landscaping came up and said, well, I'll put 25 with that for you. So that cake is up to 75 now, Joe Mahan. What you think about that? Okay, they say you can have it. Good deal, guys. That's the way you work together. That's the way you do this sometimes. You know, that's the way we got more money. And that's right. It's a benefit. You're exactly right, Craig. You're exactly right. So thank you. Okay, so yeah, make a note on that, all right? So I'm going to sell the rest of these items. It looks as if the phones have stopped ringing. So Jonathan Miller, you're going to get the caramel pie for $10. The cinnamon rolls are going to go to Reverend Melissa Worthy for $25. And the loaded potato soup is going to go to Tom K for $10. Bree Lindsay is going to get the chili basket for $20. Joe Mahan got the soup and croutons for $15. David Flowers has supper. He's got chicken salad and croissants for $15. And John Henry is getting that dozen and a half of farm fresh eggs. And let's go back to the station.
At First Bank, we give new meaning to bank local, get more. Why? Because you mean so much to our community. We've seen the power of community for over a century. That's why we're proud to support Helping Hand with their live radio auction, and we encourage listeners to give back during this time to support our community through Helping Hand. First Bank, bank local, get more, because our community gets so much more from you. Member FDIC.
Mineral Wells Animal Clinic is a proud sponsor of Helping Hand. Mineral Wells Animal Clinic is your hometown veterinary clinic that provides the same quality and personalized service year after year. High quality medicine in a small town atmosphere. with high-quality surgery, in-house lab equipment, and emergency services. Don't forget about year-round heartworm prevention as well as tick and flea protection. Mineral Wells Animal Clinic, Volunteer Drive. See them on Facebook.
ServPro of Henry, Benton, Humphreys, and Hickman counties is proud of the Helping Hand volunteer team. When it comes to fire and water damage restoration, our team is who you need to call. Our ServPro team is looking for great talent, and you might be the person we're looking for. We have openings on our team as production technicians, crew chiefs, construction crew members, and office team members. Go to our Facebook page, ServPro of Henry, Benton, Humphreys, and Hickman counties. Call 731-642-1284 for more information.
Cormac's Fish Barn has been around for nearly 40 years. They have a new building in the same location, and they use the same old-fashioned recipes that the original owners perfected. The Hush Puppies are just one of those recipes, and they are fantastic. Leave your rod and reel at home, load up the family, and bring your appetite to Cormac's Fish Barn. Check out their Facebook page for more information. Cormac's Fish Barn, sandwiches, and more for the whole family. Cormac's Fish Barn.
Since 1978, Henry County Helping Hand has raised over $8.1 million to benefit local nonprofit charitable groups. This is Jamie Orr with Orr Investment Management. I'm proud to be a part of this organization and the impact it makes to our community as a volunteer local auctioneer and donor. Please join me in supporting Henry County Helping Hand by bidding often, by phone, or in person. Or Investment Management, securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor, member FINRA SIPC.
Buying a home is generally the largest purchase of your life. I'm Ed Frazier with the Inspector Home Inspection Service. Here at the Inspector, we help remove the stress of buying a home by having our certified, licensed, and insured staff inspect the home and provide you with a list of our findings prior to your purchase. We serve Middle and West Tennessee and are a member of the Paris-Henry County Chamber of Commerce. Just call the Inspector Home Inspection Service at 731-336-0698. That's 731-336-0698. Visit our website at WTNHomeInspector.com and like us on Facebook.
Marison's Home Furnishings is a proud sponsor of Helping Hand. If you're looking for furniture, mattresses, appliances, or unique home decor, Marison's is your hometown brand. Locally owned and operated with free delivery and set up within 50 miles. 12 months, same as cash. See store for details. Open Monday through Saturday at 307 Fairview at the corner of the Camden Highway in Paris. Browse their 17,000 square foot showroom at Marison's Home Furnishings, your authorized dealer for Lazy Boy, Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, Stearns & Foster, Speed Queen, and many more. Shop online at Marisons.com.
Dyersburg State Community College is now enrolling at its Dyersburg campus, the Jimmy Nafee Center in Covington, and the Henry County Center at E.W. Grove in Paris. Visit dscc.edu to learn more about our course offerings, available in class, online, and on Zoom. To schedule an advising appointment or to apply, visit dscc.edu/apply. Start here, go anywhere at Dyersburg State Community College.
Affordable Comfort Heating and Cooling, servicing Henry, Stewart, and Carroll counties. Don't let extreme weather conditions ruin your comfort. Call us today and experience the difference our HVAC business can make. We're here for you whenever you need us. When it comes to reliability and efficiency, our American Standard heating and air conditioning units are the industry leader in HVAC systems. Don't break the bank for affordable heating and cooling or just servicing to prevent problems. Give us a call. Affordable Comfort Heating and Cooling, Paris, Tennessee. We are here for you. Check us out on Facebook.
Paris and Henry County offer the perfect blend of small-town charm and natural beauty with historic neighborhoods, lakefront retreats, and peaceful countryside living. Settling in near Kentucky Lake or finding a home in our welcoming community, this is the perfect place to plant roots. At Cornerstone, our motto is "Our home is your home." We want you to feel at home when you visit our office and work with one of our qualified and caring real estate professionals. Cornerstone Realty, let's make your real estate dreams a reality together.
WHNY FM Henry, WHNY Paris, Big Henry 104.7 and 97.5.
Real country. Welcome back to the Helping Hand Radio Auction. Here is today's auctioneer.
And we are back. And I would also like to add to some of the announcements that our website that has been really, really revamped and updated. Golly, Bill, look who's here. Good to see you. We'll talk. Y'all just have to wonder who that is I'm talking to. Website is powered by Whale Made Sites, and they have done a tremendous job with this and continue to support us and help us, and not just here it is and walk away. They're continuously supporting us, and so we want a big thank you to them. Whale Made Sites. Also, we need to recognize at this time DPC. They're in charge of the telephones and all of the IT that it takes a lot of people to make all of these things work. And if none of you sitting here today did not answer the phones when we were over at the fairgrounds a million moons ago, seems like to me, when I first started answering phones, my goodness, I was just worn out I couldn't hear, and some of that could have been that people like Belinda Coates were standing around you screaming bids, in your ears, and because Miss Belinda is such a screamer, and y'all know too, if you know her, she's not a screamer. She's a furthest thing from a screamer. But she just walked in, so I'm messing with her a little bit. But we really do appreciate the upgrading of all of our technology and our phones and everything. It takes more than a village. It just takes everybody willing to donate their talents and help us out. So we just appreciate everyone. Again, we appreciate the Lakeway Kiwanis today answering our phones. We have Rick Watson, Craig Kyle, Ian Reed, Carly Wheat, and Don Lime. I keep saying those names in case there's a mistake. It was probably one of them and not me. But I'll make the mistakes tomorrow because Lions Club will answer the phones tomorrow. So that's when today I'll probably make mistakes. We've got a total for you. After one slate today, we are at $1,282. That's great. And we're ready. Miss Joyce, you ready? We're going to rock and roll now with slate number 2. We have one of everybody's favorite. Ian Reed is just nodding. Yes, ma'am, you're right. We've got a banana pudding. We have a 9x13 pan of homemade banana pudding, as we call it in the South, donated by Pam Robinson for Joe Mahan Ford. Let's get a good bid for the banana pudding. Next, we have chocolate oatmeal cookies by Jana Wilson for Joe Mahan Ford. We have 1 dozen chocolate oatmeal cookies with peanut butter. I do too. Slate number 2, item number 3 is Rotel dip tray. We have 4 cups of homemade Velveeta Rotel dip, 4.5 ounces bag of Tostita scoops. Dip is in a round reusable glass bowl, and it's all on a 9x15 Valentine tray. All of this would be great for Ball Game Weekend by Vicki Rushing from First Presbyterian. Item number 4 is another chili basket. This one is by Carissa Jones for Joe Mahan Ford. It's 3 cups of chili, 8 ounces cheddar cheese, 9 ounces of oyster crackers, 5 chocolate chip cookies in 2 white plastic tubs. A chili basket. Item number 5, loaded potato soup. This is just donated by an individual. For Joe Mahan Ford, it's 1 quart loaded baked potato soup with crescent rolls. Next, we have a breakfast basket, just again donated for the Jolly Women's Club. This breakfast basket has 1 can of jumbo biscuits, 1/2 dozen large white eggs, 1 pound of hash brown patties, 1 pound of hickory smoked thick sliced bacon, and 1 pound of white uncooked rice. A nice breakfast basket. Next, we have a 3-bean hot dish. This looks good. Interesting to me. Okay, it is an 8x8 aluminum pan with ground beef, smoked sausage, baked beans, lima beans, and kidney beans. by Vivian Kaiser of First Presbyterian Church. Sounds pretty high in protein to me, doesn't it, you, Dawn? I think so. We have a yoga mat to wind up this slate, a nice new 74-inch long by 24 inches wide, extra thick exercise yoga mat with a carrying strap. This is donated by Linda Harder. Harder or Harper? Harder, okay, with a D. Okay, from First Presbyterian Church. Those are our 8 items on slate number 2. Don't forget, it's 731-644-1695 is your helping hand number. On the banana pudding, Joe Mahan started that at 15. Belinda Coates came back at 20, and now Joe Mahan is back at 25. On the chocolate oatmeal cookies, Marcia Bamswick. Not even close. That's why I just say Marcia Valentine. I mean, you'll always be Marcia Valentine. You'll always live in Puryear between Tutu and Ann. I mean, how much more do I have to say? You're not going to be anything else to me but that forever and ever. I know. Well, okay. Yeah, you'll just have to call me Miss Underwood. You're right. Next is chocolate oatmeal cookies. Let's see. Those were, Marcia's got those at $10. Joe Mahan has the Rotel dip tray at $10. Jane Cinema has the chili basket at $10. 731-644-1695, your helping hand number. Alan Harris has opening bid of $10 on the loaded baked potato soup. The breakfast basket, David Flowers, started at $25. See, he has, well, it might be lunch he has. The chicken salad and croissants will be lunch. Now he's trying to get the breakfast for breakfast, so he'll have to wait for something maybe a little heartier, you think, Ian, for dinner. Okay. Well, he's wanting that breakfast basket because he's got the bid at $25. Joe Mahan is high at $10 on that 3-bean hot dish. Y'all, that's baked beans, lima beans, kidney beans, ground beef, and ground beef and smoked sausage. We've got another bid coming in, 15 by Don Lime on the 3-bean hot dish. Don Lime is also high on that yoga mat. 731-644-1695 is your helping hand number. Belinda Coates came back on that banana pudding. She says, Joe Mahan, you're not getting it. I want it. She's her bid is at 30. Joe Mahan, you are out. The chocolate oatmeal cookies, Marcia, Joe Wells came back at 15 on the cookies. Marcia says 20 on the cookies. The Rotel dip, Joe Mahan is still high at 10 on that. Let's see, Jane Cinema is still high at 10 on that 3-cup chili basket. 731-644-1695 is your helping hand number. The loaded potato soup is still high at 10 by Ellen Harris. David Flowers is still high at 25 on the breakfast basket. Don Lime is out now on the 3-bean hot dish, as is Joe Mahan, because John Trosper came in at 20. The yoga mat, John Trosper also came in at 12, so Don, you are out on the mat. The banana pudding is still high at $30 by Belinda Coates. Joe Wells is now back on those cookies, Marcia, at 25. All she wants, Joe, is just to help you eat them. But she's going to think about that bid of $25 you just gave us. On the Rotel dip, we have a 15 by Chelsea Bowen. A $15 bid now on the Rotel dip. On the chili basket, Jane is still high at $10. 731-644-1695 is your helping hand number. Alan Harris is still high on the loaded baked potato soup at $10. David Flowers is still high on the breakfast basket at $25. Joe Mahan came back on that 3-bean hot dish at $30. So, John, your bid of $20 is out. Just saying, John. I'm looking straight at him. Then now we have 40.
Melissa, is it Worthy? Yeah. And then on the yoga
Okay, we've got some bids that are coming in. All right.
on that, with the same name.
All right. Reverend Melissa Worthy just called in a $40 bid now on the bean hot dish and a bid on the yoga mat at $20. 731-644-1695, your helping hand number. Belinda Coates is still high at 30 on that banana pudding. Joe Wells is high at 25 on the chocolate oatmeal cookies. Chelsea Bowen, this is a new bid on the Rotel dip tray at 15. So Joe Mahan, you are out. Jane Cinema is still high at 10 on the chili basket. On our other side, Alan Harris is still high at 10 on the loaded baked potato soup. Bids are still coming in on the phone. David Flowers is high at 25 on the breakfast basket. On the three bean hot dish. Okay. On the three bean hot dish, Joe Mahan came back at $50. So Reverend Melissa, you are out. On the yoga mat, Reverend Melissa Worthy is still high at $20. 731-644-1695. Miss Belinda, make sure you listen. I just think we got another bid on the banana pudding. Jeremiah Clayton said $35. So Miss Belinda, just scream out if you want something higher. Just scream really loud, Miss Belinda. Do you want more than 35? Did she scream? Okay, just checking. Chocolate oatmeal cookies. Joe Wells is still high at 25. Marsha, you gonna let him have them? All right, Rotel Dip, Chelsea Bowen's high at 15, and Jane Cinema's high at 10. If there are no new bids, when I come back, we'll sell that side. On this side, Alan Harris is still high at 10 on the loaded baked potato soup. David Flowers is still high at 25 on the breakfast basket. Joe Mahan is now still high at 50 on the three bean hot dish, and Reverend Melissa Worthy is high at 20. 731-644-1695. I believe the phones have stopped ringing. People may be through bidding anyway. So we'll hold off just a minute on the banana pudding. Let Miss Belinda still think about it just a minute. The chocolate oatmeal cookies are going to go to Joe Wells for $25. The Rotel dip's going to go to Chelsea Bowen for $15. And Jane Cinema is going to take the chili basket for $10. On the other side, let's see, Alan Harris is going to get the loaded potato soup. David's going to get breakfast. Now he's just looking for dinner. Joe Mahan's going to get the three bean hot dish, and Reverend Melissa Worthy is going to get the yoga mat for $20. And I believe Jeremiah Clayton is going to get the banana pudding for $35. And that ends slate number 2. Let's move on to slate number 3. Here we go. We have a delicious caramel cake by Emily and Bo Walker for Trinity United Methodist Church. This is a 9x13 yellow cake with homemade caramel frosting. We have chocolate chip cookies from the Lindsays for Joe Mahan Ford. We have 1 dozen cake-like cookies with milk chocolate chips by the Lindsays for Joe Mahan Ford. Slate number 3, item number 3, homemade yeast rolls by Leslie Brewer for First Presbyterian Church. Beautiful. 9 homemade yeast dinner rolls. Let's get a good bid on those. Item number 4 for slate number 3, Oreo balls by Danny Lynn Jones for Joe Mahan Ford. We have 8 white chocolate covered Oreo balls in a Ziploc plastic container. Next, we have loaded baked potato soup, 1 quart of loaded potato soup in a reusable plastic container, and 8 Pillsbury crescent rolls. This is donated for the Joe Mahan Ford community. Next, we have a chili basket by Carissa Jones for Joe Mahan. We have 3 cups of chili in a reusable plastic container, an 8-ounce bag of shredded cheddar cheese, a 9-ounce bag of Fritos Scoops, and 5 chocolate chip cookies, all in a 13 by 10 white plastic basket. Next, by Emily and Bo Walker for Trinity United Methodist, we have poppy seed casserole. This is a chicken poppy seed casserole, 9 by 13 pan of poppy seed and chicken, by Emily and Bo Walker for Trinity United Methodist. And our last item on slate number 3 is a gift basket donated by Keith Norman for Joe Mahan Ford. Lots of items in this relaxation gift basket. There's a throw, a pink fox fur, fox. How about faux fur? A big pink fox, yeah. I bet that you've gotten a call like that before, though, Ian. And Ricky, you may too. Someone has seen a pink fox, and they want you to come out and get it. They skint this one and made a throw, just so you know. You don't have to look any longer for the pink. It's a faux fox throw. It's pink. It's 50 by 60, a nice size. Then we have a warm apple pie candle. We have a watermelon lemonade candle. And we have strawberry sponge cake and a white woven basket. Again, this is a relaxation gift basket by Keith Norman for Joe Mahan. Those are our bids for slate number 3. Let's see. Those are our items. Let's look at our bids. On the caramel cake, Doug Taylor will open that at $10. Chocolate chip cookies, Joe Mahan opened those at $10. Reverend Melissa Worthy opened the homemade yeast rolls at $10. The Oreo balls or investments will open that at $7. 731-644-1695 is your helping hand number. On the other side, the loaded potato soup, Eli Smith, will open that for $6. Next, we have a chili basket. Joe Mahan opened it at $15, and then Al Barone came back at $17. On the poppy seed chicken, Joe Mahan opened that at $10. Don Lime came back at $15. Easton Smith came in at $20, and Bob Linden came in at $25. That's the poppy seed casserole. Bob Linden is high at $25. On the relaxation gift basket, we started that off at $10. Melinda Nesbitt did. Then Chris Kay said $20. Now Joe Mahan came back at $25. After 2 slates, we stand at we are on slate 3, but after 2 slates, we're standing at $1,472. All right, let's look and see what our bids are. The phones have been ringing. In-house bids are being made. We have the caramel cake. Doug Taylor opened that up at $10. Donna Sinclair came back and said $20. Chocolate chip cookies, Joe Mahan is high at $10. Reverend Melissa Worthy is high at $10 on the homemade yeast rolls. Or Investments started the Oreo balls at $7. Then Alan Harris came back at $10. 731-644-1695 is your helping hand number. I know it's dreary outside, but it is, at least it's warmed up quite a bit today. Maybe this rain will get rid of some of the ice and snow that are still on some of our roads and streets. But it's a good day to either call in and run up here and get your items so you don't have to fix anything tonight, or come and join us in person. The loaded potato soup now, Eli Smith opened that at $6. Jerry Moody came in at $10, and Martha Stewart came back at $12 on the baked potato soup. The chili basket, Joe Mahan started that at $15. Al Barone came back at $17, and Ellen Lindquist is now high at $20. On the poppy seed chicken casserole, Joe Mahan is now high at $30. So Bob Linden, you are out. On the relaxation gift basket, Joe Mahan is still high at $25. 731-644-1695, your helping hand number. Donna Sinclair is still high at 20 on the caramel cake. That's a 9 by 13 yellow cake with homemade caramel icing. Stan Veazey would love to have that, but guess what? He's not getting it. No. Duck season is over, Ian. And it is time to trim down just a few. Okay? So he was, much as he would love that. Yeah, I know Valentine's nothing. Okay, Donna Sinclair's high on that caramel cake at $20. The chocolate chip cookies, Joe Mahan is high at 10. Reverend Melissa Worthy is still high at 10 on the yeast rolls made by Leslie Brewer. Alan Harris is at 10 on the Oreo balls donated today by Danny Lynn Jones for the Joe Mahan Ford community. 731-644. Once it does, right, it does startle you, doesn't it? 731. Is Belinda's yelling? Yep. I can hear her yell. On the potato soup, Martha Stewart is still high at 12. Ellen Lindquist is still high at 20 on the chili basket. Joe Mahan is still high at 30 on the poppy seed chicken casserole. The relaxation gift basket, Joe Mahan is still high at 25. The phones are still ringing. Folks are still walking up with their bids in-house. Let's see what's changed. David Flowers. David, I appreciate that $25 bid. But I guess you have to have dessert. Okay, you've got lunch, we said. You've got breakfast, and now you need a little dessert or snack in between. I understand. I got you. All right. But it didn't last long, David, because Reverend Melissa Worthy has just phoned in and said, no, Flowers isn't getting that. She made a $30 bid, and now he comes back at $35. So if Reverend Melissa calls, we all keep her on the phone. The chocolate chip cookies, Joe Mahan is still high at 10. The yeast rolls, Belinda Coates screamed out at me and said, I want 15 on the homemade yeast rolls. So Reverend Melissa Worthy, you are out because the screamer has them for 15. Oreo balls, Alan Harris is at $10. Oh, okay. The yeast rolls. Reverend, or it wants to go higher? Okay. Reverend Melissa Worthy has given us the go-about to go 20 on the yeast rolls. So, Miss Belinda, you are out. 731-644-1695, your helping hand number. Martha Stewart still high on that loaded baked potato soup. Ellen Lindquist still high at 20 on the chili basket. Joe Mahan is still high at 30 on the poppy seed chicken casserole. David Flowers, do you not like poppy seed chicken? All right, just checking. So I'd say that'd be great for supper. Good and warm. Gosh, you heat that back up, be good and warm. I just checking on you. Do you need any relaxation? Okay. The gift basket, Joe Mahan is high on that at $25. 731-644-1695, your helping hand number. We've got a phone bid coming in right now. Oh. Okay, here we go. All right. Ooh, I love that. I mean, the Reverend has spoken, David. Are you ready to hear what the Reverend has said? Reverend Melissa says, no, she wants, if you want that cake, you got to get it for $50 if you want it. No, sold. So, Mrs. Reverend, that's the way you do it, Rev. Yeah, you stay. Oh, man. Winner, caramel cake, winner. Okay, wait, I can't even say it. Winner, caramel cake dinner. There you go, Reverend. I can't say it right. So the caramel cake is going to go to Reverend Melissa Worthy for $50. Thank you. Good helping hand bid. Chocolate chip cookies are going to go to Joe Mahan for $10. The yeast rolls, Miss Belinda, serious? Do you want any more on the yeast rolls, dear? They are at 20. 25? Okay. Miss Belinda's going to go to 25. Okay, we'll hold on 1 second, but we think we know where the Reverend's going to be max on that. So Oreo balls are going to go to Alan Harris for $10. On the other side, Martha Stewart's going to get the potato soup for $12. Evan Lindquist for $20 is going to get the chili basket. Joe Mahan for $30 is going to get the poppy seed chicken casserole. And Joe Mahan is going to get and he's going to need that after eating that casserole. He's going to need to relax a little with that gift basket. And he's getting that today at $25. And we're going to sell the homemade yeast rolls to Miss Belinda Coates for $25. And let's go back to the station.
Since 2005, Henry County Helping Hand has assisted many in Henry County. Joe Mahan Ford proudly supports Henry County Helping Hand in all they do. I am Jeff Mahan, General Manager of Joe Mahan Ford. With over 50 years of continued community service as well as customer service, I'd like to encourage each of you to follow in our footsteps and contribute to this year's Helping Hand auction. With our combined contributions, we can make a difference. And if you've already contributed this year, we thank you. All of us here at Joe Mahan Ford look forward to many more years of serving our community. Thank you for your support.
This is Alicia Robbins, branch manager of Foundation Bank in Paris, Tennessee. Since 1934, our teammates have been looking for ways to invest in things that outlive us. What a blessing it is to come alongside Helping Hand, who is also, year after year, investing in things that will outlive it. So bid often and support local organizations that are doing wonderful work in serving others. In the meantime, Foundation Bank stands ready to meet your financial needs and continue investing in Paris and Henry County. Foundation Bank is a member FDIC.
If you're looking to tame your appetite, then stop by Southside Cafe, 1875 Highway 69 South in Paris. Southside serves breakfast anytime, has delicious catfish dinners, and has one of the best burgers in town. If a plate lunch is what you crave, then Southside Cafe should be your next stop. Check Southside Cafe's Facebook page daily for the plate lunch menu and specials. Dine in or to place a carry-out order, just call 407-4694. That's 407-4694. Southside Cafe, open 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Arrowhead Home Sales is a proud sponsor of Helping Hand. Located at 2003 Eastwood Street, Arrowhead's paved lot has many different models for you to tour, as well as a design center for all of your custom needs. Arrowhead is recognized as a top TVA Energy Right provider and has multiple Reader's Choice Awards, plus provides service within a 100-mile radius. Stop by and let the folks at Arrowhead show you that affordable can mean efficient, stylish, and sleek. Arrowhead Home Sales, a proud sponsor of Helping Hand.
Future Visions Farms is proud to be your local source for fresh produce and fun on the farm.
Our family takes pride in everything we grow right here in Whitlock. Lila and Ada, what's your favorite things that Daddy grows?
Strawberries, pumpkins, corn, tomatoes, pizzas, flowers, pumpkin.
Mark your calendars for fun at the historic Whitlock Clay Sheds this year. Look for our Lake Highway location selling it all, just past the 218 bypass. Opening back up for full season produce and more in April and going through October.
Follow us on Facebook and Instagram and sign up for our text messages so that you don't miss a thing.
Bid high and bid often and Helping Hand.
People helping people has always been at the forefront of Helping Hand, and that's exactly what we at Tomorrow's Hope Pregnancy Medical Clinic have been doing since 1998 as well. If you think you might be pregnant, we offer free pregnancy tests and ultrasounds, childbirth and parenting classes. Pregnancy, planned or unplanned, brings changes. If you need help, we offer free counseling for men and women. Don't feel like you have to go through this alone. Tomorrow's Hope, 211 North Brewer Street, will stand with you. We are people helping people.
CRS CPAs, with local offices on Westwood Street in Paris, is proud to be a sponsor of this year's Helping Hand radio auction. CRS CPAs provides tax services locally for the individual and businesses. They provide monthly bookkeeping services, payroll, and HR support as well. They specialize so you can get better results. CRS CPAs focus on serving professional service for businesses, farms, and nonprofits. Check them out online at crscpa.com or call 731-642-1755.
As a small local company, L.I. Smith & Associates is proud to support this community. Our team is composed of nearly 50 staff members, including a team of professional engineers, professional land surveyors, and office support staff, all of whom work together to provide multi-state coverage for projects of all sizes. With nearly 50 years of industry experience, you can trust L.I. Smith with your next project.
Neighbors helping neighbors, friends helping friends. That's what a community is all about. We here at Tennessee Valley Community Church want to encourage everyone to lend a helping hand to all those around you, to show the love of Christ to this area of the world. If you don't have a church home, we would love to have you visit us at 2500 East Wood Street. Our Sunday services are at 8, 9:30, and 11, or you can watch live online at tvcc.us. Remember to bid high and bid often.
Tom's Pizza and Steakhouse in Paris would like to thank all their customers for their continued support for the past 50 years. Whether it's business luncheons, family celebrations, dinner dates, or just shopping in for a bite to eat, they look forward to serving you. They're most definitely serving up your favorites all year long. Tom's Pizza and Steakhouse, treating customers like friends and employees like family. Tom's Pizza and Steakhouse on East Wood Street in Paris. Remember to support the Helping Hand auction. Bid high and bid often.
Helping Hand supports over 80 local organizations providing essential services to all of Henry County, from youth activities to fire protection, education, social events, and so much more. Tosh Farms is a leading pork producer in the Southeast and is a fantastic supporter of Henry County events. They're proud to be a sponsor of this year's Helping Hand radio auction and encourage you to bid high and bid often. Tosh Farms says, let's make this year another record-breaking event.
You're listening to the Helping Hand Radio Auction. Now, here's today's auctioneer. Here we go.
And welcome back. I'm Amy Veazey, and I'm with you this afternoon. And after 3 slates, we are at $1,654. We're having a good time out here today. We have a nice crowd on this dreary day. I have the Lakeway Kiwanis with me, Rick Watson, Craig Kyle, Ian Reed, Carly Wheat, and Don Lime are with me. As always, if you can't have a good time, you just need to stay at home. You know, that's just kind of the way I feel, but I know that I'm not the norm, so, and I will own that. And what are you pointing at me? I'm not ready to start. Why are you brushing me? What do you want? What? Tell me. Go ahead, tell me. Okay. Oh, yeah. Thank you. I was going to say something else, you know. Okay, she's correcting me, but it was a good one. K-A-R. Okay. All right. We're ready for slate number 4. We're going to get started here, and I've been challenged on one of these items to use a different voice, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to say that someone else won't say something about the item, but you'll just have to wait and see. Just as a head up, it's item number 4. Angel Food Cake is item number 1. Beautiful 8-inch Angel Food Cake on a reusable plastic plate. This is donated by Carrie Baldwin for First Presbyterian Church. An Angel Food Cake. Item number 2 by Emily and Bo Walker for Trinity United Methodist Church. We have a peanut butter pie. A 9-inch peanut butter pie with chocolate shavings on the top in an aluminum pan. Next, we have Leslie Brewer's cinnamon rolls. We have 6 homemade cinnamon rolls with cream cheese icing from Miss Leslie Brewer for First Presbyterian Church. And here we go. We have item number 4. Now, you're going to have to come over here. Get up and come over here. We have a guest speaker for this next item. It is donated by Joe and Diane Mahan for Joe Mahan 4. And now we're going to have the description.
It's the Zuppa Toscano.
I just say Toscana soup from the Olive Garden, but he wanted me to do it. And if you could have just seen him, he did his hands even like an Italian would do. Oh, they did see it? Oh, great. Good, good, good. We have a tasty soup, and I'm sure it is excellent, with Italian, thank you, Ian, with Italian sausage, potatoes, and bacon, and a creamy broth with a sleeve of saltines. That sounds delicious. For Joe and Diane Mahan, I'll open that at $15. All right, we've already got 20 on it. To have chili basket item number 5 on slate number 4. 3 cups. See what you did, Ian? I mean, immediately the money starts pouring in.
That's what the
Authentic Italians do. I got you. And I'm about the furthest thing from an authentic Italian you can get. 3 cups of chili next, and with a bag of cheddar cheese, a bag of oyster crackers, and 6 chocolate chip cookies in a reusable plastic bin by Carissa Jones for Joe Mahan. Now we have donated by Keith Norman for Joe Mahan. We have a 5.5 by 8 pan of lasagna made by Mockingbird Catering. If you've not ever had Miss Sheena's lasagna, it's very tasty. Donated by Keith Norman for Joe Mahan. That's a 5.5 by 8 pan of lasagna. Next we have donated by an individual for Jolly Women's Club. We have a spaghetti basket. 1 box of spaghetti, 1 16-ounce ragu sauce, 1 8-ounce Parmesan cheese, 1 2-pound canned string beans, 1 16-ounce salad, 1 8-ounce ranch dressing, and 1 box all-natural ground beef, a spaghetti basket. And our last item is a beautiful basket. Let's see. It's donated by Joe and Jan Mitchell for Trinity United Methodist Church with many, many items. So I'm going to read this for you. We have 4 Paris magazines. We have Spring of 2004, Summer of 2010, Summer of 2023, and Winter of 2024. Those are Paris magazines, 4 of them. We have a 4-inch Eiffel Tower keychain. We have 12.7 ounces of Allegro Original marinade. We have 1 3-ounce bag of Sally Lane's Broken Mints. We have 1 1/4 pound of Sally Lane's Giobella's Toffee. We have 1 pound pure honey from Brown's. We have 14.5 ounce of Yoder's Country Store corn salsa. We have 6 ounces of Sally Lane's white chocolate popcorn. We have 3-ounce bag of Sally Lane's chocolate crumble. We have a 1/4 pound of Sally Lane's milk chocolate bark. We have an 18-ounce bottle of Hadacol barbecue sauce. And we have an 8-ounce can of catfish milk. Now, in case you didn't get the theme, is there anyone out here that wants to give me the title of this themed basket, what it might be? A Paris basket. Exactly. This is everything local. You've got Paris magazines. You've got things from Sally Lane's, from Yoder's, you got Hadacol barbecue sauce, catfish milk, the honey from Brown's. So Allegro, an Eiffel Tower keychain. What a nice basket. Let's get a good bid on that basket. Those are our items on slate number 4. Remember, we have 8 slates today, so we are halfway through when we get through with this slate. So wake up, sleepyheads. If you're taking your nap on this dreary day, you got to wake up so you can get you something today from Helping Hand. Angel Food Cake, Reverend Melissa opened that up at $10. Joe Mahan opened up the peanut butter pie at $15. The cinnamon rolls, Bo Walker opened at $10. Reverend Melissa Worthy came back at $15. I opened up the Tuscany soup at $15. Tom Cabe came back at $20. And here we go. Here's your dinner. Here's your dinner, David. I see you. David Flowers comes back at 30. 731-644-1695 is the number to call us today. Don Lime opens up the chili basket at 10. The lasagna, he opened up at 20. Jason Harper came back at 25. Deb Jasper opened up the spaghetti basket at 20. On that Paris-themed basket, Joe Mahan opened it at 15. Chris Kay came in at 20. And then Emily Walker came back at 25.
30 for John Prosper.
All right, John Trosper upped that basket to to $30. Thank you, John. 731-644-1695 is your helping hand number. Reverend Melissa Worthy still has the high bid on the angel food cake at $10. We've got a bid coming in on the peanut butter pie. Al Barone is high now on that peanut butter pie. So Joe Mahan, you are out. Al is high at 20. Cinnamon rolls, Reverend Worthy is still high at 15. So Bo, you're out. David Flowers is high on the Toscana soup. Tom K, you're out. David's high at 30. 731-644-1695 is your helping hand number. The chili basket, Al Barone is now high at 15. Dawn, you're out. On the lasagna, Donna Sinclair came in at 30, so Jason Harper, you're out. Deb Jasper still high at 20 on that spaghetti basket. And we've had lots of action on the basket, the gift basket. Emily Walker was high at 25, then John Trosper came back at 30, and Joe Mahan came back at 35. That basket with all of those beautiful things, nice things from Paris and the surrounding area. Peanut butter pie is now high by Joe Mahan at 30. Al Barone, you are out. On the cinnamon rolls, Reverend Worthy is still high at 15. We've got a bid coming in on the angel food cake. Reverend Worthy was high, started that at 10, and then Donna Edwards came in at 15. Now Reverend Worthy is back at 20. So the high bid is at 20, so Donna, you are out. The peanut butter pie is high by Joe Mahan Ford at 30. Reverend Worthy is still high at 15 on those cinnamon rolls by Leslie Brewer. The soup, David Flowers, is high at $30. 731-644-1695, your helping hand number. On that chili basket, Al Barone is still high at 15. The lasagna, let's see, we've had a new bid come in. Jason Harper was high at 25, then Donna Sinclair came in at 30. On the spaghetti basket, Deb Jasper was at 20. Belinda Coates came back at 25. On the gift basket, donated by Joe and Jan Mitchell, let's see, John Trosper came in at 40, so Joe Mahan was out, and then Chris Kay comes back at 45. So John, you're out. 731-644-1695 is your helping hand number. Now John Trosper comes back at 50 on the gift basket. So Chris Kay, are you wanting more on that gift basket? I think both of these young men are in-house. We'll come back and see. Angel Food Cake, Reverend Melissa Worthy came back at 20, so Donna Edwards, you are out. Joe Mahan Ford is high at 30 on that peanut butter pie. The cinnamon rolls, Reverend Melissa Worthy is high at 15. David Flowers is high at $30 on the soup, donated by Joe and Diane Mahan. 731-64. David, you don't have to keep your fingers crossed up in the air like that. Okay? You don't. I know you'll go higher than that if the bid goes up. But he's got his fingers up above his head. So I just want y'all, you got to watch, David. You just never know. On that chili basket, Al Barone's still high at 15. Donna Sinclair still high at 30 on the lasagna. Belinda Coates is still high at 25 on the spaghetti basket. John Trosper came back at 50. Chris Kay, do you know where he's through?
Yeah, she's out.
Okay. They're out. So John Trosper's still high now at 50. We'll see if anybody else wants to go in on that basket. On the angel food cake, Reverend Worthy is still high at 20. Joe Mahan Ford is at 30. On the peanut butter pie, Reverend Worthy came back now. On the cinnamon rolls at 25. So Joe Mahan, you were high at 20, but Reverend Worthy came in at 25. The soup, Tom K came back at 35. David Flowers, 35's on the soup. Whoa, that was easy. Tom K, we'll give it a few minutes. He upped David's bid to 35 on the soup. On the cinnamon rolls, another bid has come in. Joe Mahan Ford says 30. So Reverend Melissa, if you want more, let us know. 731-644-1695. Al Barone is still high at 15 on the chili basket. Now we have a new bid of 35 on the lasagna by Jerry Moody. Donna Sinclair, if you want more, let us know. Jocelyn Jones is at 28 on the spaghetti basket. Miss Belinda, you're out. John Trosper's still high on that gift basket at $50. 731-644-1695 is your helping hand number. Reverend Worthy is at 20. This is the last time I'm going to go around. Reverend Worthy is at 20 on the angel food cake. Joe Mahan Ford is at 30 on the peanut butter pie. Cinnamon rolls are at 30 by Joe Mahan. The Olive Garden soup is at $35 by Tom K. On the other side, Al Barone's at 15 on the chili basket. Jerry Moody is high at 35 on the lasagna. Belinda Coates has now come back, Jocelyn, at $30. Do you want more than 30 on the spaghetti? 35, okay. On the spaghetti, 35 by Jocelyn Jones. The gift basket, John Trosper, is at 50. Who do you have on the phone? Okay, keep her on there. Okay, good. It's already at 30 on the cinnamon rolls. 40 on the cinnamon. Okay, 40. All right, Reverend Melissa is on the phone, and we're going to keep her on the phone. She's gone to $40 on the cinnamon rolls. Joe Mahan Ford. All right, they said they're out. So, Reverend, you're going to get the cinnamon rolls for 40 for sure. The angel food cake, you're going to get that for 20 because there's no new bids on that. Joe Mahan Ford's going to get the peanut butter pie for 30. Tom K's going to get the Olive Garden. What kind of soup?
The Zuppa Toscana.
I just wish I could do that. I can't do it, but it's the Toscana soup, okay? I can't say it like that. Who does say it like that? Joe Mahan? No.
Oh, yes, ma'am. I'm sorry.
No, the soup. Tom K got that. All right. On the other side, let's see. Al Barone's going to get the chili basket for 15.
I messed that name up.
Is it Jerry Maddox? Yes. Jerry Maddox is going to get the lasagna for 35. Jocelyn's going to get the spaghetti basket for 35. Thank you. And John Trosper is going to get the gift basket for 50. That is the end of slate number 4. Let's go on to slate number 5. Remember, we have 8 slates today, so wake up out there if you're wanting something today. Here we go. We've got another of those banana puddings there. Nanner pudding. That's even better. Nanner puddings. It's a 9 by 13. It's donated by Jana Wilson for Joe Mahan Ford. A 9 by 13 banana pudding. We have a pecan pie, a homemade pecan pie in a 9-inch glass pie plate, donated by Vicki Rushing. It's beautiful, for the First Presbyterian Church, a pecan pie. We have, the mega of chocolate chip cookies. There are 4 giant, and about as big as Jill's head. Is that what you said? Jill's here. She's talking about herself. Jill said they're as big as my head, and they are. 4 beautiful giant chocolate chunk cookies. They're 5 inches in diameter, and they're tied up with some twine by Christian Beidler for Joe Mahan. Huge chocolate chip cookies. Item number 3. Item number 4. We have loaded potato soup by Joe Mahan Ford. It's 1 quart container. with 6 crescent rolls. Next, by Joe and Diane Mahan. We're not going to go through all this rigmarole again on this soup, but they've put in some more of this beautiful Tuscany soup. That's just it, Tuscany. That's all we're going to say. Approximately, they really want to really play with this, Joe and Diane. Approximately 4 cups of Olive Garden's tasty Tuscany soup with a sleeve of saltine crackers makes a great lunch. I bet it does. I bet it's wonderful. We have another breakfast basket by Jolly's Women's Club. It has 12-ounce package of sausage patties, a 6-count pack of eggs, 20-ounce bag of hash browns, 10-ounce sleeve of jumbo biscuits, there's 5 in there, and a 1-pound bag of rice in a 7-inch by 12-inch bin by the Jolly Women's Club, a breakfast basket. Next, by Carissa Jones for Joe Mahan, we have chicken and dumpling dinner. 6 cups of chicken and dumplings in a plastic reusable bowl and 6 chocolate chip cookies in a 13-inch by 10-inch plastic basket. There's a good dinner there. David Flowers, it's chicken and dumplings. And our last item on this slate is a Valentine basket by the Jolly Women's Club. Jolly Queens Women's Club. Hershey's Chocolate Marshmallow Filled Reese's Valentine Candy, Happy Valentine's Chocolate, Red Extra Large PJ Set, a red tumbler, Pop Secret popcorn, a silver necklace, a white candle, and another Felice throw with all of this is in a beautiful wooden box. A box is about 10 by 12. This is a Valentine basket. 731-644-1695, your helping hand number. And at the end of 4 slates, and we're beginning slate number 5, we stand at $1,904. Great day. Okie dokie. Let's start on the banana pudding. Joe Mahan Ford opened that at $20. Then Belinda Coates came back at $25. On the pecan pie, Rick Watson started us off at $5. Bella Smith started us at $15 on those huge chocolate chunk cookies. On the loaded potato soup, Turner Landscaping will open the potato soup at $6. Turner Landscaping, $6. Banana pudding came back. Joe Mahan said, no, ma'am, Miss Belinda, we're going to $30 on that banana pudding. On the soup, Joe Mahan opened it at $20. David Flowers said, Joe, you can get that soup anytime you want it, because I think Miss Diane might have made it. So David wants it, and he went up to $25. Don Lime started the breakfast basket at $10. On the chicken and dumplings, Tennessee Real Estate started that at $20. Then Matt Spellings came in at $25. On the Valentine basket, Deb Jasper opened it up at $40. 731-644-1695 is your helping hand number. Joe Mahan is high at $30 on that banana pudding. Miss Belinda, you are out. Bella Smith is still high on those huge 5-inch diameter chocolate chip cookies. There's 4 of them. She's high at $15. On the pecan pie, Rick Watson just thought he was going to steal that little for $5. Then Reverend Melissa came back at $10. Alex Hayes says $15, and then Reverend Worthy came back at $20. So the pecan pie is at $20. We are now looking at the big cookies, the chocolate chip 5-inch diameter cookies. There's 4 of them. Don Lime, you said you wanted to give those a try, so good job. He came in at $20 on those 4 giant chocolate chip cookies. On the baked potato soup, Turner Landscaping opened that at 5. Then Jill McLean came back at $10. 731-644-1695 is your helping hand number. Joe Mahan is now high on the soup. David, did you hear me? Joe Mahan came back and said $30 on the soup. $50. That's the way you do it, David. You've been holding back on us today, buddy. Now you're going to wake up. But all I got to say is Joe just came back to $60 on the soup. $75 on the soup. That's the way to go. What about it, Joe Mahan? Are we going to go more? $80, Joe Mahan Ford. He just bought the soup for $80. Way to go. Great bidding. Thank you, David and Joe Mahan Ford. The breakfast basket is at $10. Don Lime. Don Lime is also high at the chicken and dumplings at $30. Matt Spellings, you are out. Deb Jasper still high at $40 on that Valentine basket. It's also the time that I need to tell you that you are listening to WHNY FM 104.7 and WHNY AM 1000 Paris and Henry, Tennessee. On this side, Joe Mahan Ford came back again. He's still high at $30 on the banana pudding. On the pecan pie, Reverend Melissa Worthy is high at $20. Alex Hayes, if you want more, give us a call. Don Lime is high at $20 on the chocolate chip chunk cookies. Now, there's 4 of those, and they're 5 inches in diameter, stacked on top of each other, tied up with twine. They are monsters, and Don Lime is high at $20. Jill McLean is still high on the loaded potato soup at $10. On that pecan pie, the minute I got talking, Reverend Melissa Worthy was high at $20, so I told Alex if they wanted more, call back. Then Rick Watson went up to $25, and Melissa Worthy, Reverend Melissa said, "Guys, when y'all gonna learn? I'm serious about this bidding." She is serious. She said $30 for the pecan pie. On the other side, now Melinda Nesbitt came in at $11 on the breakfast basket. Don, you're out. On the soup, Joe Mahan's going to get it for $80. David said he was through. Let's see. Sally Smith, this is a new bid, came in on the chicken and dumplings, $35. All right. $35 by Sally Smith. Then Matt Spellings has just called and is at $40 on the chicken and dumplings. So, Sally, if you want more, let us know. The Valentine basket is still at $40 by Deb Jasper. 731-644-1695 is your helping hand number. Which, yeah, okay. The banana pudding, Joe Mahan is at $30 on the pecan pie. Reverend Melissa Worthy is at $30 on that pecan pie. Don Lime is at $20 on the chocolate chip cookies. The loaded potato soup, Al Barone came back, Jill at $15. All right, and Jill comes back, Al, at $20 on that loaded potato soup. We've got some bids holding, some folks holding on the phone. I think I believe they're just having their own little auction. Y'all just let me know when it's over, okay? Thank you for doing such a good job. That's the kind of phone panelists I like. Okay, they just took care of business. They kept them on the phone. They did the bidding, and now they're going to tell me the results in just one moment. So, okay, let's see. All right, now. Carly and Ian, let's talk it out here. Hold on, wait. Breakfast.
Okay,
all right.
45 on the chicken and dumplings by Lisa Wimberly.
Okay, got that.
Breakfast basket is 18.
Okay, 18 on that. All right, now let's see. Here we go. They had a little phone duel here. Yeah, just a little bit off. That's what I like it when you take care of business, Ian. So tell me about it, Ian. Well, what product are we talking about?
What had happened was breakfast basket.
Breakfast basket we're talking about.
We had Hope Case come in at 12.
Hope Case was at 12.
And then Miss Lisa Wimberly.
Lisa Wimberly said 15.
And
Hope came back at 16.
And then
Lisa said
went to
18. And everybody's through? That's where we are. You got hung up on, all right? I hope it was just kind of, she was just through and just kind of hung up. It wasn't, a slam it down phone. So let's talk about what that item was again. Tell me what it was again. The breakfast basket is at $18. All right. Okay. Now, let's get a recap of everything that's on this slate. We're on slate number 5, okay? We got Joe Mahan Ford High at 30 on the banana pudding. We have Reverend Melissa Worthy, which I wouldn't mess with her because she's serious. She's got the pecan pie at 30. And here she is. Keep her on the phone. The chocolate chip cookies, Don Lime, is at 20. I sure hope Reverend has a sense of humor. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You are not behind. I promise you're not behind. Jill McLean's at 20 on the loaded potato soup. Don Lime's at 20 on the cookies. On the other side, the breakfast basket. Oh Lord, we've got somebody else in on this. Ian, y'all listen, because somebody new is in on this breakfast basket. So if you get your buddies back on the phone, keep them on the phone. We have now Melinda Nesbitt wants a little bit of that basket. She's at 20. So the high bid on the breakfast basket is $20, and that is by Melinda Nesbitt. Chicken and dumplings, Lisa Wimberly is high at 45. Deb Jackson's going to get the Valentine basket at 40. We've not had any more bids on that. You might need to keep that person, Craig. Let's see. All right, keep them on the phone, okay? Oh, good Lord. Keep them on the phone. All right, now someone else is interested in that breakfast basket. I'm telling you, people are waking up. They've had a little nap. It's a dreary day. Now they're waking up and they're thinking, oh, my goodness, she said there's only 8 slates, and they're on slate number 5, and I have to get something today. So now Jeremiah Clayton is in on the breakfast basket. He is at 22. So Melinda Nesbitt, you're out. Lisa Wimberly, you're out. The chicken and dumplings is at 45 by Lisa Wimberly. So let's see. So now 23 on that breakfast basket. And let's see if Jeremiah wants to go anymore. 25 Jeremiah on the breakfast basket. So Jeremiah, sold to you. Thank you so much for $25. I'll sell the chicken and dumplings for $45. Banana pudding's going for $30 to Joe Mahan. Reverend Melissa Worthy is getting the pecan pie for $30. Don Lime, you're getting those huge chocolate chip cookies for $20. And Jill, you've got loaded potato soup for supper for $20. Those are all of our items. Is it time for me? Is it okay? And let's go back to the station.
If you're looking for a portable building you can trust, look no further. Dirksen Portable Buildings is the leader in quality built sheds, cabins, garages, and storage buildings. Choose all wood or all metal construction. Designed for durability and built to last. Since 1995, Dirksen Buildings has grown from humble beginnings to proudly serving communities across multiple states, all while staying committed to craftsmanship and customer service. Dirksen Buildings is a proud sponsor of the Helping Hand Radio Auction.
When comfort matters, trust the company Henry County has relied on since 1946. Ellis Heating Company. From heating and cooling to plumbing and refrigeration, Ellis Heating keeps your home and business running smoothly year-round. As a proud Carrier dealer, we bring you trusted products and expert service you can count on. And we're growing. Ellis Heating Company is now hiring HVAC technicians. Join a team with a legacy of excellence. Call Ellis Heating Company, 731-642-1584. Serving Henry County since 1946. Carrier, for the world we share.
For all of your clothing and dry cleaning needs, there are 3 locations north of Interstate 40 to serve you. Modern Dry Cleaners, Cedar Street in McKenzie. Royal Cleaners, Eastwood Street in Paris. And Midtown Cleaners across from Milan Hospital. All 3 specialize in preserving wedding and prom dresses. They can even take care of those tablecloths, drapes, and bed coverings. Alterations are also available. And yes, if you want extra starch, they got you covered. Modern Dry Cleaners of McKenzie, Royal Cleaners of Paris, and Midtown Cleaners of Milan.
I'm always hearing them say clickpeppers.com. Gonna see the selection myself. Ooh, this car is nice. Wonder what kind it is.
ClickPeppers.com. I'm a Peppers.
Oh, well, wait a minute. You're a Ford.
I'm a Peppers.
No, you're a Chrysler.
I'm a Peppers.
You're a Dodge.
I'm a Peppers.
No, you're a Jeep.
ClickPeppers.com. I'm a Peppers.
Hey, you're a Ram truck.
I'm a Peppers.
You're a GMC.
I'm a Peppers.
No, you're a Chevy. Hey, Mr. Toyota, do you talk?
Yep, I'm a Peppers. She's a Peppers. Shouldn't you be driving a Peppers too?
Peppers Automotive in Paris and Peppers Ford in McKinsey. See them at clickpeppers.com.
Durable, capable, and packed with the latest features. The Kubota construction lineup featuring the SVL series, the #1 selling compact track loader, is prepared to take on the job. Stop by today. Right now, bring home select Kubota compact track loaders with 0% financing available or save up to $5,200. Now through March 31st. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Coleman Tractor on the 218 bypass, working hard to keep you working.
Looking for the toughest tools on the market? Come to Napa Auto Parts in Paris, your go-to spot for Milwaukee equipment. From powerful drills to durable hand tools, we've got everything you need to get the job done right. Quality, reliability, and unbeatable prices, all in one place. Visit Napa Auto Parts 1105 Mineral Wells Avenue in Paris and power up your project with Milwaukee tools. Don't miss out. Stop by today. Napa Auto Parts 1105 Mineral Wells Avenue in Paris.
Security Bank and Trust Company is committed to the success of the communities we call home. That's why we take pride in supporting the Henry County Helping Hand. At Security Bank and Trust Company, we embrace the spirit of service, and for 120 years, we have been a steadfast partner in the communities we serve. This is Sam Murphy inviting you to explore how we can help bring your big ideas to life by visiting us online at securitybanktn.com or by following us on Facebook at We Back Big Ideas. Together, let's continue to make a meaningful impact, building a brighter future for all. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Dark clouds are rolling in and the wind is picking up. When the neighborhood goes dark, don't be left in the cold. With a standby home generator from E&W Electrical Solutions, you're never truly powerless. It detects the outage and restores your home in seconds automatically. Get the peace of mind you deserve with 100% reliability and our fantastic 5-star local service. We don't just install generators, we ensure your family stays safe and comfortable no matter the storm. Be ready before the next alert. Call us at 731-642-5484. E&W Electrical Solutions.
Moody Realty, 410 Tyson Avenue in Paris, is celebrating their 70th anniversary, serving Henry County and Northwest Tennessee for all your real estate needs. From their humble beginnings in 1956, Moody Realty has grown to be the largest real estate business in our area. The whole family at Moody Realty is ready to help you find that perfect property or help you with the sale of your property as well. Moody Realty has been a longtime supporter of Henry County's youth, school events, and community programs such as Helping Hand. If you are looking to buy or sell, contact Moody Realty, celebrating 70 years of business in 2026.
If you're remodeling or building a new home this year, you need to let BR Supply help you with your planning. From electrical and plumbing to heating and cooling, they've got everything covered. BR Supply, staffed with friendly sales associates, is ready to help you find the answers you're looking for. What do you get when you combine the efficiency of tankless technology with the reliability of the General Electric brand? Water heaters that deliver savings in residential or commercial applications. Stop by any of their conveniently located BR Supply locations across West Tennessee or visit online at brsupply.com. At Shamrock Dirt and Forestry, we understand the logistics of landscaping, perfection, and construction readiness. With a rich history of serving our community, we're here to turn your land development and dreams into a reality. From delivering gravel to rocking out with rock delivery and nailing that perfect grading and leveling, we've got everything you need. Let's get moving and make your project a breeze. Shamrock Dirt and Forestry. Call us at 731-642-0899.
Welcome back to the Helping Hand Radio Auction. Here is today's auctioneer.
And welcome back. Yeah, welcome back. We have completed 5 slates. We have 8 total today, if you're just joining us. Also, there's only 8 items, so don't think we have skipped 2, because that's possible. We could, anything's possible with this bunch, especially if I've got the microphone. So, and by the way, I'm Amy Veazey. I didn't act like everybody knew that, but probably most people do. And we have a new bid taker to my left, one of my very favorite all-time teachers, Mr. Gerald Howard. Thank you for joining us today, Mr. Howard. After 5 slates, we are at $2,194. And let's move on to slate number 6. And we have, here is another one of those beautiful 9 by 13 yellow cakes with homemade caramel frosting from Emily and Bo Walker for Trinity United Methodist Church. That's a yellow cake with homemade caramel frosting. Next, we have chocolate oatmeal cookies from Jana Wilson for Joe Mahan Ford. 1 dozen chocolate oatmeal cookies. They do contain peanut butter. Next, we have 9 dinner rolls, 9 homemade, beautiful yeast rolls. Those look delicious. By Leslie Brewer for First Presbyterian Church. That's homemade yeast dinner rolls, item number 3. Item number 4 on slate number 6, donated by Danny Lynn Jones for Joe Mahan Ford. We have Oreo balls. We have 8 white chocolate covered Oreo balls in a reusable plastic container. Oreo balls. Item number 5, loaded baked potato soup for Joe Mahan Ford. It's 1 quart of loaded potato soup with an 8-ounce can of Pillsbury crescent rolls. Soup is in a 6x6 reusable plastic container. And we have an opening bid of $10 by Joe Mahan Ford. Next, we have a chili basket, a half-gallon jar of chili with beef and sausage both, bag of Fritos, a bag of sour cream, maybe, and a bag of cheddar cheese in a woven basket by Jana Wilson for Joe Mahan Ford. And we have an opening bid of $15 by Joe Mahan Ford. We have next by Joe and Diane Mahan for Mahan Ford. We have a King Ranch chicken casserole. King Ranch chicken casserole, a 9 by 12 aluminum pan with corn tortillas, poached chicken breasts, cream of mushroom soup, rotel and cheddar cheese. Sounds delicious. A King Ranch chicken casserole, and we have an opening bid of $30 by Joe Mahan Ford. Next and the last item, is that correct? Yes. Yeah. Item number 8 is a hand-carved hummingbird. Hey, gang, turn around and look at that. That's really nice. Someone did a lot of work on that. That's natural color hummingbird, hand-carved from a piece of wood, 1 piece of wood. Okay. I don't know if it's carved by Roger Davis, but it's donated. It is carved by Roger. All right, and there's a story there about the hummingbird or whatever. And this is just for the Paris community. Thank you, Roger, for sharing your talents with carving of this natural color hummingbird. Okay, Donna Sinclair put 20 on that to open the bid. $20. And now we have 25 by Carly Wheat on that too, Mr. Gerald. 731-644-1695. I'm trying not to talk over you. Okay. We've got some other bids now. Reverend Melissa Worthy opened up that beautiful caramel cake with the homemade caramel frosting at $10. Chocolate oatmeal cookies, they've had a lot of action. Joe Mahan Ford opened them at $10. Marsha Valentine came back at $15. Bella Smith came back at $20. Then Reverend Melissa Worthy came back at $25 on the chocolate oatmeal cookies. Reverend Melissa Worthy opened up the 9 dinner rolls by Leslie Brewer at $5. The Oreo balls, Joe Mahan Ford opened them at $10. And then Easton Smith came back at $20. 731-644-1695 is our number today. Joe Mahan Ford opened up the loaded potato soup at $10. The chili basket, Joe Mahan Ford opened it at $15. Then Vicky Veazey came back at $20. The King Ranch chicken casserole, Joe Mahan Ford opened that at $30. On the hand-carved hummingbird, as well it should, has brought a lot of action. Donna Sinclair opened it at 20. Carly Wheat came back at 25. Audra Stewart came back with 27, and now Donna Sinclair is back at 30. 731-644-1695 is your helping hand number. The caramel cake, Reverend Worthy is still high at 10. The chocolate oatmeal cookie, she is also high at 25, as she is on the dinner rolls at 5. And then Easton Smith is high at 20 on the Oreo balls. 731-644-1695 is your helping hand number. Joe Mahan Ford is high at 10 on the loaded potato soup. Joe Mahan is still at Ford is high at 25 on the chili basket. Vicky Veazey, you're out. On the soup, Al Barone came in at 15. Is that right, Craig? All right. On the chicken casserole, King Ranch, Joe Mahan Ford is high at 30. Donna Sinclair is high at 30 on the hand-carved hummingbird that Roger Davis has provided and done today. The chili basket is now at 30. Vicky Veazey is at 30. Joe Mahan Ford, you are out. On the caramel cake, we've got lots of action on it. Let's see what we've got. Okay, this is on the caramel cake. We have Reverend Worthy started it at 10. Then Lisa Wimberly came back to 15. Reverend Worthy said 20. Donna Sinclair said 25. Reverend Worthy said 30. So the caramel cake is at $30. Okay, yeah. The chocolate oatmeal cookies, Reverend Worthy is high at 25. She is also high at 5 on the dinner rolls. Easton Smith, you're still holding on, Easton, at 20 on the Oreo balls. Keep your fingers crossed. Loaded potato soup, Al Barone came back at 15. Joe Mahan Ford, you're out. Joe Mahan Ford came back. Vicky at 35 on the chili basket, so you're out again. Matt Spellings came back at 40. That's a new bid on that King Ranch chicken casserole at 40. Vicky Veazey came back again on the chili basket at 40, so Joe Mahan Ford, you are out. Donna Sinclair is still holding on high at 30 on that hand-carved hummingbird. 731-644-1695. On the hummingbird. I'm going to talk that out again. I'll get to it. On the hand-carved hummingbird, this is a natural color wood. It's a hummingbird, so you know how small it is. It's hand-carved from one piece of wood. There's a story with it that's folded up in there, and Roger Davis has donated that for the Paris, just for the Paris community. The high bid was 30 by Donna Sinclair. Craig Kyle has come back at 40 on the hummingbird. Craig Kyle, 40. Yes. On the loaded potato soup, also, John Etheridge came in at 25. So Joe Mahan Ford, you are out. Let's go on the caramel cake. Reverend Melissa still has it at 30. The chocolate oatmeal cookies, Reverend Melissa has those at 25. She also has the dinner rolls at 15. The Oreo balls, Easton still has those at $20. And the chili basket, let's see, okay. All right, we got a new bid on that loaded potato soup. Joe Mahan Ford came back at 30. So John Etheridge, you are out. On the chili basket, Joe Mahan Ford and Vicky Veazey are battling this out. Vicky Veazey is now high at 40. Joe Mahan Ford is high at 50 on the chicken casserole. Matt Spellings, call me back if you want more on that. We have a new bid now, Craig, on the hand-carved hummingbird. Donna Sinclair is up to 50 on the hummingbird. Now we have a $75 bid, Donna. $75 by Craig Kyle on that beautiful hand carved hummingbird, and now Miss Donna's just given me the word to go to 80 on the hummingbird. And so Craig Kyle says, let's take it to 100. So think about that, Miss Donna. And I'm going to go over to the other side. Caramel cake, before I say that, I just want to say, if anybody understands an artisan's work and how much goes into it, Miss Donna does, with all of the things that she does and donates and has workshops on her stuff. So she understands what Mr. Davis has put in on this, but it is at $100 now. Yes, okay. Now it's at $105 on the hummingbird. $105 on the hummingbird by Donna. $110 by Kyle. So $110. Y'all think about it. A caramel cake now. Reverend still high at $30. I'm gonna sell that to her. Chocolate oatmeal cookies. I'm gonna sell to her too for $25. And the yeast roll. Keep them on there. Keep them. Yeah. The dinner rolls are going to go to Reverend Melissa for $15. And Easton, guess what? I hope you have $20 in your pocket, Easton, do you? Okay, because you just bought Oreo balls for $20. Thank you, Easton Smith, for that great helping hand bid. On the other side, let's see.
I got a $55 bid here, but.
Okay. Matt, is it Matt? Hold on. All right, is that Matt on the phone? All right, Matt Spellings went to 55.
And 75,
Joe Mahan went to 75 on the casserole, and he's going to get, Joe Mahan Ford is going to take home and probably share with everybody at the dealership. Joe Mahan Ford is getting that for $75. Great helping hand bidding. All right, now, let's talk about the loaded potato soup. John Etheridge is at 35. Does Joe Mahan Ford want any more on the potato soup? It's at 35. Joe Mahan Ford says 40 on the potato soup. John Etheridge. The chili basket's going to go to Vicky Veazey for $40. So all I have left on slate number 6 is the hand-carved hummingbird. It's at $110 by Craig Kyle. It is now at $115. Donna Sinclair, and let me wait till he gets off the phone. I think that's only fair. I got to, Donna. I know you're telling me no. Keep him on the phone, please. John Etheridge is at 50 on the loaded potato soup. Joe Mahan Ford says Mr. Etheridge can have that soup for $50. Thank you both for bidding. And now, Kyle, I was courteous enough to wait for you to get off the phone. The bid on the hummingbird is now at $115 by Donna Sinclair. $125, Kyle. And Kyle, you're taking that home, and it's absolutely beautiful. Thank you all for those bids. That is it for slate number 6. Let's wait just a minute. I've never had anybody do that before, but I like that. Wait just a minute, she says. Bring back the hummingbird. Is that what you want me to do? All right, the hummingbird's coming back, Kyle. I think it could be. You might want to turn around. You might not.
I'm good.
All right. He's good. What's it going to? Add 20. So if you add 20, we're at 145. 200. Look, they're reaching back. They're reaching back for more money. They're saying, "Come on." They're passing the plate. Oh, this. Okay, that's good. And I'm going to sell this hummingbird, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm selling this hummingbird to Mr. Craig Kyle for $200. What a wonderful helping hand bid. And I just want to share with you what he's going to do with it. They've had several losses in their family this year, and he is going to gift that to someone that would mean a lot to, that's had a loss in their family. And so that is a wonderful, wonderful idea and a great way to spend your money, and a great benevolent gift. That's $200 for that beautiful hand-crafted, hand-carved hummingbird. Here we go. Slate number 7. We've got one more. What? Whew. Hey, sister. You improved the looks of the table. All right. Oh, yeah, you did. Look here. Now, you can't call it that anymore. Well, I guess you'll be a judge for life. Is that a life? That's yeah, you are.
We teach and try at the same time.
Teach and try. Woo! Okay, we have my classmate, Vicki Snyder, has joined us to help us at the table, so we appreciate her. She's looking for things to do. She's retired officially now, so just all of those things, all those people that called me for 3 and 4 years, and I did it for a while, and then about that 3rd year, I did it about 2 years, really, Jeff, and then after 2 years, I said, no, I think now, guess what, Vicki? Your phone's going to start ringing. So bring it on. Yeah, I tell you, you won't want to sit at home. You might a little bit or a day or two a week, but you won't. You're like me. You want to get out and about and be with people. All right, let's go on to slate number 7. Item number 1 is another one of those beautiful, Ian, you want to say it? I'm going to say banana pudding. He wants to say nanner pudding. It's a 9x13 aluminum pan filled with banana pudding, bananas, and vanilla wafers by Jana Wilson for Joe Mahan Ford. Next, we have a caramel pie by Carrie Baldwin. This is a beautiful 9-inch caramel pie in graham cracker crust with Cool Whip topping. Carrie has donated that for the First Presbyterian Church. That's item number 2. Item number 3 on slate number 7. This is donated by the Lindsays for Joe Mahan Ford. 12 old-fashioned molasses cookies. Gosh, I hadn't thought about molasses cookies in a long time. 12 old-fashioned molasses cookies for the Lindsays on Joe Mahan Ford. Item number 4, slate number 7, is some more of that delicious, I'm sure, loaded baked potato soup. 1 quart of loaded baked potato soup with a pack of crescent rolls. There are 8 of them in that pack, donated for the Joe Mahan Ford.
All right, well, let's get to it then.
All right, we have a sausage breakfast basket. Item number 5, a 13x10 white plastic basket filled with a pound bag of long grain white rice, 1 can of 5-count jumbo buttermilk biscuits, 1/2 dozen large white eggs, an 8-pack of maple sausage patties, and a 20-ounce bag of shredded hash browns. This is donated for the Jolly Women's Club, a sausage breakfast basket. Next, donated by Vicki Rushing for First Presbyterian, we have 4 cups of homemade chicken salad with 10 all-butter croissants on a Valentine tray. And the tray is 32 inches by 28 inches. We have an opening bid of $10 by Joe Mahan Ford on the 4 cups of homemade chicken salad. Next, this is donated by Linda Harder, First Presbyterian Church. We have an advent calendar of jam spreads. This is an advent calendar of little miniature jars of jams. There's 24 of them. There's a great story about this company that made this from World War II. You can look it up on Google, it says. So the advent calendar with 24 small jams donated by Linda Harder for First Presbyterian Church. And our last item on slate number 7 is 12 ears of squirrel corn. We needed that about 7 days ago. They are hungry, Craig. You're right. These ears of corn, squirrel corn, are donated by Carrie Baldwin for First Presbyterian Church. A bag of 12 ears of squirrel corn. After 6 slates, we stand today at $2,749. 731-644-1695 is your helping hand number.
Helping Hands, can I help you? 010 010. 010 10 0. 010 10 0.
Okay. 731-644-1695 is your helping hand number. We are beginning slate number 7. There are 8 items on this slate, and also we just have one more slate after this. So we really need to get those bids up. So let's get those phones ringing for this and one more slate. Okay, so let's look. We have announced the items. Let's get them and see what is going on. Item number 1, we have Belinda Coates started off the banana pudding at $20. Item number 2, Vicki Rushing is at $20 on that caramel pie. Item number 3, Joe Mahan Ford is high at $10 on those molasses cookies. Now there are 12 of those old-fashioned molasses cookies. Like I said, Vicki, I hadn't thought of molasses cookies in a long time. Have you? Then loaded potato soup. Alex Hayes opened that at $15. Those are the opening bids on the first 4 items on slate number 7. Item number 5, we have an opening bid of $10 on the breakfast basket by Gerald Howard. Joe Mahan Ford opened up the homemade chicken salad at $10. Joyce Bass opened up the Advent jam. It's an Advent calendar with 24 small jars of jam. She opened that at $10. Stan Veazey will open up the squirrel corn at $7. 731-644-1695 is your helping hand number. On the banana pudding, Belinda Coates is high at $20. I know no one's name. Belinda Coates is high at $20 on the caramel pie. Vicki Rushing is at $20 on the molasses cookies. Joe Mahan Ford is high at 10 on those cookies. Alex Hayes is high at 15 on the potato soup. 731-644-1695 is your helping hand number. We've had a couple more Kiwanis come in, Lakeway Kiwanis come in and join our table today. Pat Woods is manning the phone, as is James Steele. So we thank you guys for joining us today. On the sausage, we have Melinda Nesbitt was high at 20 on that breakfast basket, and then Lisa Wimberly came in at 22. So that high bid is 22. On the homemade chicken salad, Lisa Wimberly is also high at 20 on the chicken salad. Joyce Bass is high at 10 on the calendar. Stan Veazey is high at 7 on the squirrel corn. 731-644-1695 is your helping hand number. Let's get the bids up here now. We had a small day today. I know the weather has played a big factor, but it doesn't play a factor on our pocketbooks, as my granny would say. So reach in deep and let's get these bids going on this next to the last slate today. On the banana pudding, Belinda Coates was high at 20, and then Party Bounce and Jump came in at 25. Belinda, you are out. Vicki Rushing is still high at 20 on that caramel pie. Deb Jasper came in at 12 on the molasses cookies. Joe Mahan Ford, you are out, and Alex Hayes is still high at 15. 15 on the loaded potato soup. 20 on the molasses cookies has just come in. Craig Kyle from Kyle's Landscaping has upped that bid to 20 on those molasses cookies. On the sausage breakfast casserole, Lisa Wimberly was high at 22. Now Melinda Nesbitt came back at 23. On the 4 cups of homemade chicken salad, Lisa Wimberly was high at 20. John Etheridge has come back at 25. Joyce Bass is Bass is still high at $10 on the Advent calendar with the 24 jam spreads. Stan Veazey was high on the squirrel corn at $7, and Tom K came back at $10. 731-644-1695 is your number today. Belinda Coates says, I am going to leave here with banana pudding. That's what she has said. I am not going home without some nanner pudding. So she said, party bounce jump. She wants banana pudding, so she went up to 30. So she's high bid there. Vicki Rushing still high at 20 on that caramel pie. The molasses cookies, Deb Jasper was at 12, and Craig Kyle says, I believe I'll get them for 20. Alex Hayes came in at 15 on that loaded potato soup. 731-644-1695, your helping hand number. The phones are still ringing.
Where that nanner pudding come from, don't you? Fred McLean.
Fred McLean said nanner pudding. I remember that. All right, 35 on the nanner pudding now. And let's, okay, party bounce. Keep them on the line. Party bounce has gone up to 35, Miss Belinda, so think about it and I'll come back to you. On the sausage basket, breakfast basket, Melinda Nesbitt is still high at 23. John Etheridge is still high at 25 on the homemade chicken salad. Joyce Bass is high at 10 on the jam spreads and Advent calendar. And Tom K is high at 10 on the squirrel corn. All right, the banana pudding is now at 40 by Belinda Coates. The banana pudding's at 40. Guess what, Miss Belinda? I'm selling it to you for 40. Party Bounce just hung up and said they weren't going to pay that price. So you're taking home some banana pudding. You've bid every time today on banana pudding. I just sold it. Okay, well, I didn't know that. Oh, okay. All right, Belinda, you're taking that home. She'll get something else. Thank you for those standing bids. She has. All right, here we go. Hey, James, all they can do is fire me. Okay?
And I'll waive it.
And Vicki says she still has the power to waive it. So, I think she has like a I think she kind of has a 30-day grace period or something like that after she retires. So if you need her for anything, just call her. All right, just call her. Melissa Cookies. How about molasses cookies? Craig Kyle still high at 20. Caramel pie is still at 20 with Vicki Rushing. The loaded potato soup. Susan Rager is at 20. Okay, you need to up some of these bids. Okay. 25 on the caramel pie. Reverend Melissa is at 25 on the caramel pie. 25 on the molasses cookies by Reverend Melissa. Okay. On the loaded potato salad. I'm telling you, it's a good thing we don't have 23 slates today, y'all. If I'm already saying loaded potato salad at 7 slates, and I know there's only one more slate to go, Pat, I don't know. So Susan Rager's high on the potato soup. Do you have any bids on the potato soup that you're hiding from me, James? Okay. Let's go over here to sausage breakfast basket. What do you got? Chicken salad now. Oh, yeah, 30. Reverend Melissa Worthy.
I'm going to put the Rev.
The Rev. That's good, Rev. No. Except, when you put the Rev, do you know who's going to fuss at you? It's going to be the Reverend Martha Stewart back there if you just put Rev. All right, breakfast. I think they're telling you bids and you're not writing them down. They're telling you bids, Gerald. I think 35 on the chicken salad. John Etheridge wants 35.
Speak up, John.
All right. Now it's at 40, John Etheridge. 40 by Reverend Melissa Worthy. All right, there you go. I'm telling you, you don't mess with the Reverend here today.
No, you do not.
There she is. There she is. There we go. I'm so glad you're here. Hey, yeah, way to go, Rev. Listen, I'm so glad to meet you. Melissa, I'm Amy Veazey. Nice to meet you. Yes, you've done a great job keeping us worthy. All right.
Pretty much.
All right, now. Okay, where are we? All right. Reverend Melissa, you are high at 25 on the caramel pie. All right. You are high on the molasses cookies at 25. And the loaded potato soup is at $20. Okay. On the other side, Reverend, you were high on the chicken salad at 40, but John Etheridge couldn't take the heat, so he went up to 45. All right, $50 by Reverend Melissa, John Etheridge. She said, bring it. He said 60, Rev. Okay, well, y'all can fight that out in the audience. Melissa Worthy, you're high. You're high on the Advent calendar, Reverend. Okay, you're at 20 on that. Do you need any squirrel corn? It's at $10. All right, $20, Reverend Melissa needs some squirrel corn. $20. All right. Okay. Let's see now. John Etheridge is at 60 on the homemade chicken salad. The breakfast basket is at 23. 25. All right. 25. Party bounce and jump and bounce. Gotcha. They're at 25. John Etheridge, like I said, is at 60 on the chicken salad. Melissa Worthy, Reverend, is on high at 20 on the calendar. She's also high on the squirrel corn at 20. Vicki Rushing has come back at 30 on the caramel pie. Reverend Vicki Rushing just came in with a $30 bid on the caramel pie, if you want to think about it a minute. Okay.
30, 40? Did you say 40?
Yeah, she wants to think about it real quick. She wants to go to 40. So, Vicki Rushing, if you want more, Reverend says she's at 40. The molasses cookies, Reverend is at 25. And let's see, Susan Rager's at 20 on the loaded potato soup. The phones have calmed down. I don't think the crowd will ever calm. It's the best. It's not small now, though. The crowd's not. It's grown to a large crowd. That's why we've gotten really rowdy, because there's nothing else to do on this dreary day. And you know what? For the next month and, till March 4th, this is where you should be every day anyway. So we, let's see. I believe. All right, here we go. The Reverend is going to take home and feed the squirrels this squirrel corn for $20. The Reverend, oh yes, she's got an Advent calendar and 24 jam spreads. But remember, you can't open those right now. Oh, well, okay. Worthy. Yeah, Melissa Worthy. Party Bounce and Jump is going to get the breakfast basket for $25. The chicken salad is going to go to John Etheridge for $60. And Reverend Melissa Worthy is going to get the caramel pie for $40. She's going to get the molasses cookies for $25. And Susan Rager is going to get the loaded potato soup for $20. Let's go back to the station before we conclude today's auction with our last slate.
At Coyote Tractor, we hold dirt in the highest regard. We want you to get out there and play in it. So we're digging up cash back and 0% financing offers on tractors, UTVs, and ZTRs. Coyote, we dig dirt. Offer cannot be combined. Financing subject to credit approval. Some restrictions apply. See your authorized Coyote Tractor dealer for details.
This is Rob at Wells Tractor in Paris. We have a full line of Coyote tractors and mowers in stock. Come see me. I'm here all day.
JNS Professional Services, your elite Temp Star dealer, wants to remind you about preventive maintenance like heat inspections and heat startups on your heating unit. Be safe and stay warm this fall and winter. Let the pros, your elite Temp Star dealer at JNS Professional Services, do it for you. JNS will professionally install your carbon monoxide monitors to keep your family safe. Water heaters, stoves, plus gas logs can leak. Your family's safety means everything to JNS. JNS Professional Services in Paris, your elite Temp Star dealer.
Don't stress, call JNS.
America is a great country.
We at Bass Realty are working every day to provide the services so many sellers and buyers are reaching for. Recently, Paris, Tennessee was listed at number 4 in the United States as the top choice of real estate security and real estate growth opportunity. Bass Realty Company provides the level real estate services to meet each of your individual goals. Call or stop in at Bass Realty, 104 Tyson Avenue, 642-9612. You may view our listings on the internet at bassrealty.com.
Campbell Insurance Agency is proud to help support this year's Henry County Helping Hand Auction. Have you been by our new office located on Volunteer Drive yet? If not, we would love the opportunity to be your new agent in 2026. Our team has almost 70 years combined insurance experience. We live and work in a special community, so bid high and bid often.
Campbell Insurance is located on Volunteer Drive in Paris and by the Visitor Center in Dover.
When your home or business is affected by fire or water damage, restoring it is a task that can leave you feeling overwhelmed. Leave the cleanup to Servall Restoration Services, offering fire and water damage, carpet and upholstery cleaning. Servall services include fire and water damage restoration, odor control, mold remediation, upholstery and area rug cleaning, and professional home cleaning. For 24-hour emergency service you can depend on, call 642-1111 or 866-342-2121. Servall Restoration Services of Paris.
Do you need top-notch excavation and septic services? Look no further than White Excavating and Septic Systems, serving Kentucky and Tennessee. They handle everything from septic pumping, repairs to installations. Need a driveway, building pad, or land clearing? White Excavating and Septic Systems has you covered. Their expert team ensures quality results every time. Plus, they offer hauling services for gravel, dirt, and sand, and even demolition work. Call White Excavating and Septic Systems today, 270-293-6964. White Excavating and Septic Systems.
Right up, folks. As a family-owned and operated auction company in Whitlock, Tennessee, Kale Auction specializes in real estate, equipment, livestock, and personal property. Tucker Kale and his wife, Nisha, work hard to provide their clients with the highest quality service in the auction industry. Whether you're buying or selling, Kale Auctions is your go-to destination. Visit them online at kaleauctions.com to discover their upcoming auctions or check them out on Facebook. Kale Auctions, where your next treasure is just a bid away. That's KAIL auctions.com.
Holly Credit Union has 2 locations in Paris to serve its membership. The main office at 1107 Mineral Wells Avenue and the new branch office at 1327 Eastwood Street. Both locations have easy drive-through access and ATMs for those after hours when you need a little cash. Holly Credit Union has a loan for almost every need with affordable rates and convenient terms. Apply in person, by phone, fax, mail, or download our loan application off the website. Holly Credit Union is member-owned and operated. Check at either office and see how you can become a member of Holly Credit Union.
Looking to live well in Tennessee? At Prosper Realty Group, we help people buy, sell, invest, and build right here in West Tennessee. Our new office in downtown Paris means top-tier service with local support. Whether it's your first home or your first forever home, you deserve a team that knows the market and knows your name. Visit prosperwith.us or call 731-256-9652. Prosper Realty Group, helping you live well in Tennessee.
Hi, everybody. I'm Mr. Carl with Real Hope Youth Center. We have provided an after-school enrichment program since 2010. We will always provide this service. However, I want to remind you that we are continuing to pursue the dream of providing a full-service youth center for the youth of Paris and Henry County. We have been on this mission since 2020. Thank you to all who have given to this mission. We are getting close. 2026 will be a pivotal year for us. Real Hope Youth Center receives assistance from Helping Hand, and we encourage you to bid high and bid often in support of Helping Hand this year.
Serving Henry, Carroll, and Benton counties with 15 years experience in residential and commercial heating and cooling and commercial refrigeration. Polar Bear Heating and Cooling is a proud sponsor of the Helping Hand radio auction. Hot summer days don't slow us down, and you certainly don't want to lose your heat during wintertime blasts. Our staff can assist you at all times, day or night, weekday or weekend. Your comfort is our concern. Polar Bear Heating and Cooling. Give us a call for a free estimate on your HVAC unit replacement. 731-641-1003. Be sure and like us on Facebook.
You're listening to the Helping Hand Radio Auction. Now, here's today's auctioneer.
And welcome back to our auction today. We have had a great time. This is it shows, sometimes we may not have as many slates as we do on bigger days, but we sure do have a lot of fun. And that's what it's all about, having a lot of fun, raising funds that stay right here in our community to all of the fine organizations that apply and get these funds. And we thank our Lakeway Kiwanis Club for helping us out today. We have had Rick Watson, Craig Kyle's still with us, Ian Reed, Carly Wheat was here earlier, Gerald Howard's with me now, Pat Woods, James Steele, and Vicki Snyder are all here with me. I thought, what are you buying? What are you buying for $1? Okay, so I was about to announce our total for today after 7 slates. David Flowers, you brought me the total today for after 7 slates, and all of a sudden my head's kind of turned this way, and I'm talking, and I turn back this way to pick this paper up to read the total, and then Mr. Gerald Howard handed me a $1 bill. He said, I cannot stand that number. So after 7 slates, we are at an even $3,000. Thank you. So here's a $1 donation by Gerald Howard, okay, to make us, he couldn't stand that $2,999. Big spender, yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah, I know you did. I need to announce we have a new bid on one of our holdover items, one of the Toro lawnmowers. It is the one, it's a 60-inch Turbo Force. It is donated by 54 Lawn and Garden for the Central Point community. The high bid at the beginning of the auction today was $6,000 by Matthew Park. The bid has gone now to $6,300 by Kyle's Lawn Care. So that's a great helping hand bid, and I've already said that we're there. Again, we are on our last slate. This is slate number 8 with 8 items. Today's items have been donated by the First Presbyterian Church, Joe Mahan Ford, the Jolly Women's Club, New Boston Community, and Trinity United Methodist Church. Please know that you can go to the website, which is hchelpinghand.org. You can see all the items each day. You can log into the live stream. You can also look and see the rescheduled calendar for all of the organizations. Those days that had to be canceled due to inclement weather, they've kind of split those up and put them at different days. So please look at that updated calendar that is on the website. And speaking of that, tomorrow, February the 4th, items will be donated by Carl Perkins Center, Christ Lutheran Church, Johnson Chapel, the Mansfield Community, and here are 3 reschedules that are going to be added to tomorrow, and they are the Henry County High School Madrigals, which Vicki Snyder is an alumni of, and Project Bridge and Seventh-day Adventist Church. And our auctioneer will be Darren Thompson. He'll be here with us tomorrow. And the Paris Lions Club will be manning the phones. So that's all that's going to happen tomorrow. The auction begins at 12:30, like it always does during the week. And then on Saturdays it starts at 12. So let's get started. And I'll go ahead and announce the items for our last slate today, slate number 8. We're going to open up with a beautiful blackberry wine cake. It is a blackberry wine bundt cake in a plastic cake taker. This is in memory of Mr. Tom Cinema. It is donated by Jane Cinema for First Presbyterian Church. I think we have an opening bid on that, Miss Vicki, do we?
10 and 20. And then there's a 10, Joe Mahan and Belinda Coates at 20.
All right, we had an opening bid by Joe Mahan Ford at 10, and then Miss Belinda Coates came back at 20 to get the blackberry wine cake started. All right, good deal. We have some more of Jana Wilson's chocolate oatmeal cookies. 1 dozen chocolate oatmeal cookies. They do contain peanut butter, and they are for the Joe Mahan Ford. Next, by 20, we have an opening bid of $20 on the chocolate oatmeal cookies. Joe Mahan, of course.
25.
All right, and then Bella Smith came back at 25. So we're at 25 on the chocolate oatmeal cookies. We have some more Rotel dip and chips, 4 cups of Velveeta Rotel dip in a glass container with a large bag of Tostitos scoops on a 9x15 plastic tray with red hearts. This is donated by Vicki Rushing for First Presbyterian Church, item number 3. Item number 4, donated for Joe Mahan Ford. We have loaded baked potato soup, 1 quart of loaded potato soup with 8 ounces of crescent rolls. Item number 5 on slate number 8 is a lasagna dinner. This is a 5x8 pan of lasagna from Mockingbird Catering. This is donated by Jordan Green for Joe Mahan Ford. We had an opening bid of $30 by Belinda Coates. I'm sorry, I did it wrong. All right. Joe Mahan Ford started that at 25, and then Melinda Nesbitt came back at 26, and then Miss Belinda Coates said 30. So the opening bid is $30 on that lasagna. We have sourdough and spread kit. Okay. It is 1 loaf of fresh sourdough bread with 1 pint of Mockingbird Catering fruit chicken salad and 1 pint of Mockingbird Catering smoky pimento cheese. This is donated by the Elrods for Joe Mahan Ford. Next, we have farm fresh eggs from Carrie Baldwin for First Presbyterian Church. We have 1.5 dozen farm fresh eggs from Carrie Baldwin. Item number 8, and I did not. I did not say. We have 9 items on this last one, not 8. A gift basket. We have, this is donated by Keith Norman for Joe Mahan Ford. We have a white blanket. It's 50 by 60 inches. We have a maple butter candle. We have lemon butter cake candle. We have a sweet banana bread candle in a white, a white woven type basket. That's a gift basket by Keith Norman for Joe Mahan.
Gerald, what do you have? I got them piled up over here. Just a minute.
Okay. Our last item of the day. Item number 9. We have walking poles. Walking poles. These are for balance and rehab by York Nordic Motivator. Height starts at 4 feet 6 inches and can be adjusted up to 6 feet 12 inches. Oh, excuse me, 2 inches. Yeah, 12 inches. What would that be? That would be 7 feet. And I'm not even good at math, and I know that. Will go up to 230 pounds in weight. They're lightweight, they're adjustable, they collapse. They're aluminum with steel tips and removable rubber feet. Now, this is something Vicki, you and I may need to start thinking kind of serious about this. You got hiking poles. You're a hiker, I know, but I guess you could use it. This is great. This is that's what I'm saying. This is a good thing. If you are, like they said, in rehab, for balance and rehab. Linda Harder donated these for First Presbyterian Church walking poles. Okay, let's look at the opening bids. On the blackberry wine cake, we started out with Joe Mahan at Ford at 10. Belinda Coates came back at 20. Reverend Melissa Worthy said 50. Then Joe Mahan Ford came back at 60 on the blackberry wine cake. It's a bundt cake in a plastic cake taker in memory of Mr. Tom Cinema, a fine man, made by Jane Cinema for First Presbyterian Church. We have, and that bid is $60 by Joe Mahan Ford. Joe Mahan Ford is high at 30 on the chocolate oatmeal cookies. Joe Mahan Ford started those at 20. Bella Smith came back at 25, and Joe Mahan Ford came back at 30. On the Rotel dip and chips, Reverend Melissa Worthy is high at $20. Susan Rager is high at $10 on the loaded baked potato soup. 731-644-1695 is your helping hand number. This is our last slate today, so please be aware of that, and please know that you need to pick up your items here at the Paris Convention Center at 1510 East Wood Street. We're located behind the Quality Inn. That building needs to be 30 minutes. Isn't that correct, Vicki? 30 minutes after the close, after we get through. Okay, I'm getting thumbs up. So as you turn into the parking lot off of 79 South or Wood Street, I kind of wasn't looking, and I turned in the second turn in, and all of a sudden there was a huge pile of snow, so I had to kind of back up and go over to Ace's Pizza and turn around, come back. I just wasn't paying attention. It was my fault. So let's look at the lasagna dinner. Who's high on that? Joe Mahan Ford is high at $40 on that. They started it out at $25. Melinda Nesbitt said $26. Belinda Coates said $30. Melinda Nesbitt came back to $31, and Joe Mahan Ford is now high at $40 on the lasagna. Sourdough bread and spreads. We have a loaf of fresh sourdough bread with 1 pint of Mockingbird Catering fruit chicken salad and 1 pint of Mockingbird Catering smoky pimento cheese. Started out at $25 by Joe Mahan Ford, went to $30 by Donna Edwards, and now it's at $35 by Erica Neighbors. The Farm Fresh eggs, Joyce Bass started those at $5, and Vicki Snyder came back at $10, so she's high on the eggs. The gift basket, Erica Neighbors started it at $20. Belinda Coates came back to $25. Donna Edwards came to $30, and Chris Kay says $40. On the walking poles, the high bid now is Deb Jasper at $20. 731-644-1695 is your helping hand number. Remember, this is today's last slate number 8, and it has 9 items.
What you got there, Gerald? $50 on Joe Mahan.
Phones are still ringing. In-house bids are still coming to the table. Reverend Melissa Worthy is high now on that beautiful blackberry cake. Blackberry wine cake in memory of Tom Cinema by Jane Cinema. Reverend Melissa Worthy has taken that now to $100. So Joe Mahan Ford, you are out. Bella Smith has come back on the chocolate oatmeal cookies, and she's at $35. Melissa Worthy is at $100 on the blackberry wine cake. The chocolate oatmeal cookies, Joe Mahan was high at $30, and Bella Smith came back at $35. Reverend Melissa is high at $20 on the Rotel dip and chips. Alex Hayes is high at $40 on the loaded potato salad. So Susan, you are out. 731-644-1695 is your helping hand number. Joe Mahan Ford is still high at on the lasagna dinner at $40. They've come back also, Joe Mahan Ford has, on the sourdough and spread kit to $50. So Erica Neighbors, you are out. Vicki Snyder's high on those farm fresh eggs at $10. Chris Kay is high on the gift basket at $40, and David Flowers has come back. Flowers, that is a good thing for you to be bidding on. You may need those poles, those walking poles. On any given day, you might need the walking poles. And you are high on those at $25. And he's looking at me like he can't understand a word I'm saying. Yes, you're high at $25 on the walking poles. Get up here so you can hear me. I said, let me say it again. On any given day, you could need these poles. So it's a great thing to have. I can tell you what, my best friend Diane Edwards, she has a whole geriatric unit in the upstairs at her house. Yeah, I mean, that's right, her, both, or Stan or me. She says, she has wheelchairs, she has potty chairs, she has bed rails, she has walkers, she has what do you call it? Crutches. She has ice machines. No, crutches. She has ice machines for knee replacements. I'm telling you, people do get rid of those things, Jeff, and then they wish they had them back. But if you're like me and you're old enough to be on Medicare, they're going to pay for it all. So it really doesn't matter. But you young folks. Yeah, okay. You're young folks. All right, you young folks, you need to listen when we got stuff like this. So let's see. Oh, yes, what that's called. It sure is.
On the poles.
26 on the poles.
Who bid that?
I'm selling those poles. They're going to get up there. $26.
But who is that?
Deb Jasper, $26. I convinced her she needed those. Blackberry wine cake now. Reverend Melissa. Joe Mahan Ford says 110. 120. The Reverend has spoken. Chocolate oatmeal cookies. Joe Mahan Ford is high. 130. Joe Mahan. Okay, now $30 on those walking poles. David Flowers. $30 on the post. Thank you, David. Yeah, thank you for calling in, David. Yeah, no, I know. He's going to do the right thing. He's going to go. Joe Mahan now is high on the blackberry cake at 130. Think about it. I don't mean to guilt you, but yeah.
Pause and reflect.
Pause and reflect. That's a very good way to put it. Joe Mahan Ford is high on the chocolate oatmeal cookies at 40. Hey, don't worry. Hey, Reverend Melissa, I'm gonna sell you the Rotel. Okay, for 20. Alex Hayes is at 40 on that loaded potato soup. If there's not a new bid on any of this when I come back, we're gonna sell and wind it up. We got a new bid on the walking poles. David Flowers, we got a new bid of $31 by Deb Jasper. We're going to 35, Deb Jasper, by David. Joe Mahan Ford is high at 40 on the lasagna dinner. Sourdough and spread, high. Joe Mahan Ford is 50. Vicki Snyder is going to get those eggs for $10. That's a steal. Those are good eggs. Gift basket, Chris K is still high at 40. David Flowers now has gone to 35 on those walking poles. 731-644-1695 is your number to call today. This is our last slate of the day, but man, I don't know as I had this much fun. We've got a war going on these walking poles. We got a war. All right, let's just say Deb Jasper's gone to 40 on the walking poles. Just saying. 45 on the walking poles. Okay, 45, I'll do this. 45 on the walking poles, David Flowers. Help us out, Judge. Alex Hayes is going to get the loaded potato salad for 40. There's no new bids coming in there. The chocolate oatmeal cookies, Joe Mahan Ford's going to get for 40. Here, your poles back. Poles are at 45. Oh, sorry, wait a minute. Wait, I'll bring it back. What is it? I'll bring it back. The cookies? All right, bring us back. 45 on the cookies. Joe Mahan Ford says 50 on the cookies. 60 on the chocolate oatmeal cookies. Oh.
Yeah, I'm worried about him bidding against a child.
60 on the chocolate oatmeal cookies. Okay, 60 by
Joe Mahan Ford.
Joe Mahan Ford.
She said they could have.
Oh. Joe Mahan, I mean, Reverend wants them for 60.
You got 60 or 40?
Yeah, because see, they were at 40. All right, so yeah,
crazy.
chocolate oatmeal cookies are going to the Reverend Melissa Worthy for $60. Great bidding there. Reverend, let's look at this item. What about the blackberry wine cake? $130. $140. Joe Mahan Ford's at one. No. They were at $130. Reverend Melissa's at $140. Joe Mahan is at $150. Joe Mahan Ford, Reverend is loving on the children. I know, that's what she should be doing. She should be loving on them. Blackberry cake is now at $150. I know, that's what I said. You're doing what you should do. All right, the cake is at, the cake's at $150. All right, okay. Joe Mahan Ford got that beautiful blackberry wine cake for $150. Thank you. Those are great helping hand bids. Alex Hayes is going to take home loaded baked potato soup for $40. On this side, lasagna dinner. Joe Mahan Ford's taking that home for $40. Chris Kay is getting a gift basket at $40. The sourdough bread and spread kit, that's a new bid of $55 by Jan Foy. The sourdough and spread, the two spreads are fruit chicken salad and the smoky pimento cheese. That's at $55 right now by Jan Foy. All right, it's gone now to $60, Jan Foy. I think you're in the building. Joe Mahan went to 60.
Right.
65 by Jan Foy. 70 by Joe Mahan Thorne. 70 by Joe Mahan. 75 Jan Foy. 80 by Joe Mahan Ford. 85 Jan Foy.
We got a war going.
$100 Joe Mahan Ford. 105 Jan Foy. 110 Joe Mahan Ford. Man, this is great. I wish I could do that.
110 Joe Mahan.
I don't know. I was.
Yeah.
All right. 115 Jan Foy. 120. Joe Mahan Ford is at 120. Joe Mahan Ford. 120. 125 Jan Foy. 125. 130 Joe Mahan Ford. 150 Jan Foy. 150 Jan Foy for the sourdough bread and the two spreads. 160 Joe Mahan Ford. 165 Jan Foy.
Half rope, Joe Mahan.
All right. Thank you both. And we're going to sell that sourdough bread, the chicken salad, and pimento cheese to Jan Foy for $165. Great bidding. And David Flowers, because I love you so much and I worry about you daily, I'm going to sell you for the walking poles $45. And you keep them in your car, okay, in case you need them. Keep them in your car. Or the motorcycle. Yes, strap them onto the back. All right, so he's going to get the walking poles for $45. Let's go back to the station and wind today up.
When it comes to protecting your home, honesty matters. That's why homeowners trust Honest Abe Roofing. From roof replacements to attic insulation, siding, and gutters, they're your one-stop exterior expert. For a limited time, get up to $2,500 off your project or free gutters with a qualifying roof replacement. And with financing options available, getting the work done has never been easier. Honest Abe Roofing, serving West Tennessee and Western Kentucky. Call today at 731-513-ROOF or visit honestaberoofing.com.
Sit still, boy. I don't know what you rolled in, but wow, you stink.
There's an easier way.
Do we even have enough towels to clean up this disaster?
There's an easier way.
The entire house smells like wet dog.
There's an easier way.
Call Rough Life, luxury boarding, daycare, and grooming in downtown Paris, 731-407-4173, because dogs should never have a rough life.
One of the greatest opportunities as a public utility comes in the form of community engagement. Paris Board of Utilities wants to make Paris and Henry County a great place to live, work, and play by supporting schools, industry, churches, local charities, and more. Paris Board of Public Utilities is a proud supporter of the Helping Hand radio auction. Together, let's make this Helping Hand a success.
Listen to the Helping Hand radio auction on WHNY 104.7 FM and AM 1000.
Don't be afraid of the real estate game. At Cannon Realty Group, we are on the ball and will knock it out of the park.
Whether you are first-time home buyers, an investor, sizing up, or sizing down, you won't strike out with us.
Both buyers and sellers, we will coach you through the entire process.
With Cannon Realty Group, your entire experience will be a home run.
Remember, everything we touch turns to sold.
At Cannon Realty Group, we support the Helping Hand radio auction.
Bid high and bid often.
At Carroll Bank and Trust, community isn't just where we do business, it's who we are. We believe that strong communities don't happen by accident, they're built by people who care. And at Carroll Bank and Trust, giving back is part of who we are. When you bank with us, you're choosing a bank that invests right back into the place that we call home. Carroll Bank and Trust, community banking, community caring. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Always online at carrollbank.com.
Paint Plus Flooring in Paris and Murray are much more than just paint stores. They have Benjamin Moore paints and everything you need for the painting job. But they have quartz, solid surface, and Formica countertops, custom window treatments, Roman shades, blinds, and drapes, and expert installation of carpet, hardwood, luxury vinyl plank, tile, and laminate flooring as well. With free estimates, Paint Plus Flooring can help you stay within your budget. Paint Plus Flooring in Paris and Murray. More than a paint store. Visit them online at paintplusflooring.com.
Hat Law, 216 West Wood Street in Paris, provides a wide array of legal assistance for business and individual needs. Attorneys James Smith, Stephen McClure, and Will Spellings, along with their entire staff, specialize in corporate and business law and can also guide you through the process of planning your or a loved one's estate. Hat Law can help you establish a living trust to help protect your family assets in case of an untimely death. Preparing now can save financial grief in the future. Hat Law. Give them a call today at 731-540-4774.
Dinkins Home Center is proud to celebrate over 70 years of helping families celebrate the dream of being homeowners. If you're looking for a beautiful manufactured or modular home, then look to Dinkins Home Center. Stop by their lots located in Paris or Columbia, Tennessee, or visit their website, DinkinsHomeCenter.net, and learn more. Dinkins Home Center. Visit them on the web at DinkinsHomeCenter.net.
When it comes to going to a dentist, why, it's almost like pulling teeth to get me to go. So when I do go to the dentist, I always head out to 324 Tyson Avenue to Dr. Jeff Morris. The average wait time is only 10 to 15 minutes, and they're so nice, I trust Dr. Jeff and the staff. He explains conditions well, answers all my questions, and I always leave feeling a lot better. So the next time you decide to have any dental work done, head over to Dr. Jeff Morris, 324 Tyson Avenue in Paris.
At 54 Lawn and Garden, we have been Paris, Tennessee's local lawn equipment specialist since 1992. Whether you cut grass for a living or only mow a small lot in the city, we have the equipment to meet your needs with an inclusive lineup from Toro and Cub Cadet. As a Toro Master Service dealer, we have a well-stocked parts department and extensively experienced service department offering unparalleled product support on all of our brands. Check out promotions on our Facebook page. 54 Lawn and Garden, your local Toro dealer. Count on it.
Now let's get back to the Helping Hand radio auction. Here is today's auctioneer.
Welcome back, and let's get some final numbers and some final thank yous and what's to come tomorrow. And so today we had items donated today from the First Presbyterian Church, Joe Mahan Ford, Jolly Women's Club, the New Boston Community, and Trinity United Methodist Church. I had the Lakeway Kiwanis helping me out today. They did a wonderful job. I tell you what, this is just beginning my second year of being an auctioneer. I've been involved in Helping Hand for many years, answering phones, but just was asked and was privileged enough to be able to be an auctioneer for you guys. And I had probably the most fun today that I've ever had, and it's just a testament to all the people that were here. We had a great crowd. Everyone's in a great mood. Great bidding. The last slate, we were today's total, and including the last slate, today's total $3,569. That's a great total for just 8 slates. That brings the year-to-date total for Helping Hand 2026 to $118,595. Tomorrow, we will have the auction beginning at 12:30. We will have donations brought in tomorrow by the Carl Perkins Center, Christ Lutheran Church, Johnson Chapel, the Mansfield community, and then we have 3 rescheduled, and that's what we're doing, is just adding each of the groups that had to be canceled due to inclement weather. We're just adding those to different days. So some rescheduled and added for tomorrow are the Henry County High School Madrigals, Project Bridge, the Seventh-day Adventist Church. Darren Thompson will join you as your auctioneer, and the Paris Lions Club will be your phone panelist. Again, we want to thank everyone that came out today. Thank all the volunteers. I think I have done my housekeeping for the day. Again, we had a great time. I enjoyed the day, and I am Amy Veazey, signing off until the next time.
Thank you for listening to the Helping Hand Radio Auction. You can tune in every Monday through Friday at 12:30 p.m.